Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are on to the road for the Lions Super Bowl, the NFL Draft. It doesn't get better than this.
It's the closest you guys ever get to the Super Bowl each year.
Damn right.
Up next is the last standing Samoan, Big Rig Nick Utab.
Will Smith is proof that black, in fact, does crack.
Right across the face.
Yep.
And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
I can stand here and promise each and every one of you that no matter what, I will never compromise on my principles or beliefs for some of that sweet, sweet Chinese money.
Well, you're better than most movie studios today. Now, folks, we're going to be talking about that as well as many other topics tonight because this is a fun episode that we have planned. We're going to be talking about the trial of the century, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We're going to be talking about DC Comics and how they've overhauled, DC Entertainment, how they've overhauled the entire brand. We don't know what's going to happen anymore. Is the Ezra Miller Flash movie happening? Probably shouldn't, probably is, but still, find out later in the show. But before we get into that, guys, let's get caught up with each other because it's been a minute. Dion, we were spoiled, buddy. We hung out at WrestleMania, we hung out at Horror Hound, and now nothing for months. So, how you been?
Not bad, buddy. It's been a long time since I've seen your wonderful face, and I'm struggling, but I'm making it slowly. But I'm making it.
You're gonna be okay. We're all gonna be okay.
And I love Lisa so much.
Nick, I love Lisa so much too. I'm so glad that we all have Lisa in our lives. She's so good and loyal. And I mean, look, the tech industry is really hard.
Great pair of tits.
Are they great? Or are they just exposed it in the movie?
Well, Jeff, you know, when you're starving to death and somebody gives you a cracker, you're going to eat that thing up.
What do white people have to do with that, Kendo? I don't get it.
Oh, Lisa's white.
Yeah. She is not a Ritz.
She's not even a regular saltine.
She's like the cheap saltine that's already partially ripped that you get from a shitty chili joint. So you get one good cracker and one stale cracker. That's Lisa from the room. She's the stale cracker.
That sounds about right. She's not the crispy saltines from Sunshine. She's not those. She's a couple of rungs below.
She's like if the cracker gets left out and it absorbs the room's moisture and it's just soggy.
Yeah, because you got to remember, Nick. Yeah, you will get to look at her boobs, but so is your best friend, and he's going to bang her on your staircase.
Yeah, Nick, you shouldn't have married Brie Larson.
Nope.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was a horrible mistake. She's insufferable, and I hate every second of it. But I do get an allowance, so I can't really be too mad at that.
At least she didn't cut off your finger.
Mm-hmm. Or shit the bed. Well, she did, but in a non-literal sense.
Yeah, her whole look. We're going to talk about Brie Larson joining Fast 10 in a minute because that
yeah, I heard about that too. I was just like, the fuck.
Fast 10 scraping the bottom of the barrel coming summer 2024.
Well, no, it should be the black sticky shit at the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, it is shit. So
yeah.
Oh, dude, you know what? There's actually articles talking about this. Hold on. Let me just read this, get this out of the way. I will catch up with everybody in a minute. Fast and Furious 10 should reverse on Brie Larson career trend. This is from Screen Rant. Brie Larson joining the Fast and Furious should reverse the trend for the actress. The Fast saga is down to its last 2 films, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what are they trying to say about how it's going to make her career better? Because I thought everything was great. Let's see. After
I love they really need to do. They really need to put Brie Larson and Amy Schumer in a movie together. That's what they need to do.
Is anyone going to see it?
No, nobody's ever going to fucking watch it.
But if you title it The Unwatchables, then you're kind of steering into exactly what's going to happen there.
Exactly.
Oh man, we got a lot of people that are sending in messages and stuff. So folks, we're not going to keep you guys waiting. The long of the article is Brie Larson might play the villain. So the career trend is, she might be the bad guy, but in reality, she's the bad guy all the time. So
she's replacing Charlize Theron, basically.
No, you can have more unlikable white ladies. I think that's going to be the villain of our next comic, boys. Like, look, Wokebusters, folks, is deep into production. I just sent off 4 pages to the colorist, which I'll be sharing with you as soon as I get them back. The reason I wanted to wait, because this is a joke page. I'm actually going to go in and letter it quickly to give you guys a taste of the humor in Wokebusters. You guys have all seen it here on the channel, so I'm excited to share it with the world. But Brie Larson, she won't be anywhere featured in anything. I thought the career trajectory they were going to talk about is how she's like, yeah, she's just going to be an ensemble actress and no more leading roles. And this is me just hoping that's true.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for you, Nick. Honestly, I just want her to shut up and stop putting you down. You're a good
you,
dude.
you and me, you and me both. She's always asking me for career advice. I'm just like, how about you shut up? And then she's like, that's not good advice. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
It's the
Just
best
give me
advice.
Yeah, and then I have to remind her it's Friday and I need my money. But that's here nor there.
Now, speaking of here or there, here in roughly a week on World Class Bullshitters, it will be April 20th. And what are we going to do to celebrate? We are going to watch Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. So, folks, join us on the 20th at, I believe, 7:45 p.m., which is a Wednesday. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be watching Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. I might even go all the way to Scottsdale, Arizona, and get some White Castle. Kendo, I'm that committed to this stream.
Oh, don't say shit like that, because you know what's going to end up happening. I'm going to end up leaving work, driving down there and getting there at like 7:30 and being like, all right, cool, let's do this. And then you're not going to show up because you were joking, and I'm going to be pissed, but then I'm going to have White Castle eat all the way home.
In reality, you're the winner, Kendo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to be like, damn, I thought we was doing this. Maybe, what we could do is, if you really wanted to, in the dog days of summer, maybe beginning of August or something, we could just do like a fan meetup in Scottsdale, Arizona for a day. Just be like, come to the one White Castle west of the Mississippi River in Scottsdale, Arizona.
That's how you're going to find us, folks. The last one this side of the Mississippi. Kendo, I almost ordered White Castle last night. So, folks, I'll spare you the long drama, but I was supposed to fly from LA to Philly yesterday. Long story short, it took me until today to get here. So we got to sleep in Detroit, and I was almost about to order White Castle. And then I realized I kind of wanted to, not shit my brains out on an airplane later. So we'll save it for the 20th.
That's a good decision. That's a really good decision.
Panda Star says I've had White Castle and it's worth the trip. Well, Panda Star, I used to have the luxury of living by 10 White Castles. Okay, not 10, 6. I could get the 6 White Castles in a few minutes. So I didn't realize how lucky I was. I thought White Castle was everywhere. How I was wrong.
Well, I mean, you have all those vegan places now near you. So, I mean, you should be fine. You should be entirely fine.
Bro, you're the one that, look, congratulations on your good news. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy you that avocado toast congratulations card that I sent you.
By the way, speaking of which, Dunkin' Donuts now has like some kind of avocado toast thing with like roasted like cherry tomatoes and like some kind of sprinkled cheese, like organic cheese or some shit on it. They keep advertising it during the Blues game, and I'm just like, fucking Nick, right here. This is geared totally because I've mentioned it to you, and somehow your computer picks it up, and then it's like gone through the it's not on my computer,
and it shows up on your
Valley
TV.
Sports Midwest. Okay, I'm watching the Blues feed, not the Sabres feed. So somehow it's all about Nick and his damn avocado toast. Him and his hipster minions are taking over Dunkin' Donuts, and it ain't even time to make the donuts anymore. It's time to fucking mash the avocado.
I remember that fucking commercial. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you're going to be the new spokesperson for Dunkin', Nick.
Oh, my God. Time to make it. I remember that shit, man. That was, back in the day.
Are you tired of your just regular run-of-the-mill avocado toast? Do you hate waking up in the morning and mashing the avocados yourself like some kind of pleb? Join me, Nick, at Dunkin' Donuts, where they mash the avocados for you. And then some like fucking little hermit dude comes out, time to make the toast. And then, just you see Nick there with a big smile fucking biting into this big-ass chunk of avocado toast.
I just had dinner, but I could go for some of that Nick chunky avocado toast.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Extra
I like
chunky for you.
avocados as much as the next guy, but I don't have to have it on toast to make me feel better in the morning. Just throw some fucking Marmite on there. I'm happy.
Really, Marmite?
Oh yeah, do some Marmite and butter on some toast. Good times.
Oh my God.
Well, I have not
not tried that. I need to try that.
Well,
Do you?
come on out and hang out.
Deal.
Now, folks, we are here for episode 302 of WCBS. But before we start the show, one last piece of housekeeping news. Two, actually. Excuse me. First off, Star Wars Celebration is May 25th through the 7th or 9th, whatever those dates are. Let me pull the dates up for you right now. But World Class Bullshitters will be there, and you have a chance to win 2 free passes to Star Wars Celebration for Saturday of that weekend. Now, Saturday is the big day. That's when the panels and all the big announcements happen, and you can go on Saturday, May 28th. That is when you guys can go hang out and go to the Star Wars Celebration with us of WCBS. Actually, you don't even have to hang out with us. If you want, that's cool. I'm here to look at toys and do other shit. But we are still trying to figure out our giveaway for it because I have the tickets. I just want to flat out give them to you guys to hang out. So keep listening and keep asking. I hope it's not as simple, Kendo, as who wants the tickets? And then, like, I don't know, Dr. Coffin is like, I do. And so we give them to him. Like, no, we got to come up with something more elaborate.
No, dude, I got an idea. And it's a really good idea. And it's going to be really fun. I'll run it by you again just to see what you got to say about it. Needless to say,
are we gonna play? Are we gonna play Squid Game's version of Red Light Green Light?
well, I was going to say we could do this thing called bullshit trivia, where the three of you represent 3 lucky listeners that we pick from the random messages that get messaged to us, and then I'll ask you guys questions, and whoever wins, that listener gets the tickets.
I like that. You're right. We had agreed on that one earlier. We'll make another official announcement that's going to be the game. Put it like this, folks. We will have it worked out for next week so you guys can figure out which bullshitter you're going to get. Do you want to get me? Do you want to get Dion, or do you want to get Nick? Because Kendo, you're going to be the
they don't get
judge
to pick.
Oh, they don't?
they don't get to pick. You guys are going to get to pick. I'm going to say, here's the 3 names. Nick, who do you want to play for? And then so it'll be like that. So you could be a listener and you can be like, all right, man, they picked my name, Rod Johnson. I can't wait to be on this. I hope Jeff picks me. And then Nick will come stumbling in from his fucking avocado toast coma and be like, I'll take Rod Johnson. I'd be like, okay, Nick, here's your first question. Which team has never won the FA Cup? And he'd be like, oh, fuck. And that'll be
exactly.
Manchester United?
No, they've won it 11 times.
Well, my baby takes
Pakistan.
It's actually a trick question. There's a shitload of teams that never won the FA Cup.
I have never won the FA Cup, and I played soccer. And
I have not won the FA Cup.
I'm the
you're
FA
the spy
Cup.
too, right? oh man. Miss Ninja Julian, I will give you guys updates on the hangout. We had a really nice hangout down in Texas. I got to hang out with listeners like Ninja Lawyer Steve and Wanderer. And Ninja Lawyer Steve, we're going to have his posters a little later tonight. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. You guys ready to jump into the show?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
So first off, we are here to tell you guys about a book. Now, one of the things that we offer here at World Class Bullshitters is an option to help other artists. See, I've had the option, what's the word I'm looking for? The pleasure of selling a comic and having an audience to want to buy it. But we also like to offer that same ability to other artists who may not have the same audience. So if you join us over on Patreon, we will help you promote your books or your projects. So today we wanted to tell you about one. It's called Assassins of the Cross. It's a retelling of Robin Hood for the video game generation. It starts with an accurate reconstruction of the Third Crusade, and it only gets more sarcastic from there. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this one up first, obviously the timing's perfect. Guys, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about unmade movies, and there was this great movie about the Crusades that was supposed to get made. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Paul Verhoeven wanted to make it. Dion, would you like to guess why that film never actually got made?
The one with striptease, that's what.
Well, the reason that Paul Verhoeven's Crusade movie never happened is because he didn't know how to lie to the studio. Arnold Schwarzenegger told him, like, oh, if they ask you how much money it's going to cost, you say, of course it'll get done for that much. But he didn't know how to be honest about the budget. And that's why we were robbed of the greatest Crusades movie ever.
Damn.
Now, folks, if you like the Crusades and beyond the Last Crusade, because that's my personal favorite, well, then you can check out The Assassins of the Cross. It's a comedy with bite, and you guys can check that out. Where is that? Over on Amazon and stuff. It's a digital book, but we're going to be talking about this book for a while. Our friend Holland wanted to spread the word about his book, and we here at World Class Bullshitters would like to tell everyone about the book, because if you're out there making your art, if you're out there promoting your products, we want to see you succeed. If everybody wins, everybody wins. And how do you get the next Star Wars? How do you get the next great movie? By checking out independent art. And so if you are here, you definitely believe in independent art to trump Hollywood, because Hollywood's crap. I mean, the Oscars, the biggest story isn't, oh, what great movie happened? It's, oh, who slapped who? So movies are in the shitter right now. So if you're looking for the next great project or property to mine from, check out Assassins of the Cross. It's for people who like classic literature, historical fantasy, Robin Hood, Zelda, and Mad Magazine. It's available now on ebook and paperback. Now, guys, we have a word of the day. It's a very good word of the day. It matches one of our favorite celebrities here on the channel. Now, guys, I like to think of it like this here at World Class Bullshitters. We have our patron saint, Richard Donner, but we also have other celebrities that are important. And Amber Heard, even though she's not good, she is very important to the channel. So from our friend Primer, the word of the day is turd. So folks, because we're going to be talking about the trial of the century, the turd heard around the world, please take a film title, a song title, a movie quote, literally anything, and replace one of the words with turd. So my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my turd. Prepare to die. Something like that.
12 angry turds. Fistful of turds.
Yeah.
Dude, if you have a fistful of turds, you need toilet paper. What other turd titles are there? You know, hold on. Jesse's got this book about the best albums of all time. I'm going to start putting some turd titles in there. So we got Fleetwood Mac turd. Well, there's only one word.
So angry.
12 of them. Turds, Appetite for Turds by Guns N' Roses. How's that for a shitty title?
Turds for Destruction.
Yep. Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
How about Blood, Sweat, and Turds?
Yeah, there you go.
That's a different weekend evening.
Yeah, that sounds like you're trying to make a trauma movie.
That's a new relationship type experiment.
Did I tell you about the trauma guy at Horror Hound?
No.
So one of the guys that works at Trauma used to be on Big Brother, and I've only watched Big Brother one season, and it was the season he was on. So every time I see him, I always am like, "Yo, from Big Brother," and he always like remembers me and wants to come over and like talk at the table. And we never made that happen, but he still remembered me at this show. So
listen, I feel for anybody. I feel for anybody who's working on those movies, man. Like Lloyd is really nice to meet in person, but I would never work for the man. Like that's a fucking mistake. Nope.
Yeah, you're making hot turd time machine.
Hot turd time machine.
Is that a Medea movie?
I mean, that could win him his second Academy Award.
All right, this is a good one from Panda Star. Too Turd, Too Furious.
That's number 10 right there. That's number 10 right there.
Yeah, I can't wait till Brie Larson stars in Too Turd, Too Furious. Now, here on the channel, we have our favorite Brie Larson moment, and I just want to share it because
you got knocked the fuck out, man.
I love it.
Nick's gonna be
so,
upset.
folks,
Oh my god.
would you watch a movie called Turd in Present Danger?
No.
I would.
What about Golden Turd?
Starring Eddie
Turd
Turfy?
Ferguson.
Yeah. Or turd Finger.
No.
That is a
The
movie.
turd is not enough.
The turd.
The Turdinator.
Yeah. Turd Another Day.
Oh god.
That movie is deserving of a shit title. Like, I love Pierce
Turd
Brosnan and James
Royale.
Bond.
Turd Royale.
Quantum
does that
of
have cheese on it?
Turds.
Quantum of. Does that mean that the same turd exists in multiple and parallel universes? Is that what that means?
It's Schrodinger's turd. It's
Schrodinger's
been proven
turd.
not proved at the same time.
So there might be shit in the box and there might not be.
Yeah, you might have deuced in the toilet. You might not have. You won't know until you open the lid.
Should we make a shirt of that? Schrodinger's turd?
Yes.
Schrodinger's turd.
And it's like a stick figure guy standing there with like a plunger with a closed toilet seat. You don't know if it's been deuced in until you open it.
It's a janitor. That's what it should be.
That's-
The janitor.
That sounds like a very like hungover morning. It's like I don't know if I shat in this toilet or not last night.
Yeah.
Would you guys watch Robo-Kendo and the Last White Castle? That just sounds like a good movie.
I would.
So basically, it's the movie 35-35 where he's just like Robo Kendo and like he's trying to get his mission is to get to the last White Castle because only it's the last one ever.
Well, I got to get to the last White Castle because it's the last White Castle, and it's currently under siege by like future, I don't know, gangs or something. I don't know what they have in 35-35, but they're gonna try to destroy it. Got to go save it so that people can get that onion grilled goodness for eternity.
It has to be done in like a heavy metal type style, though. Definitely.
I'm just laughing at the audience. Folks, regale us with your turd titles throughout the show. Let's make episode 302 memorable. Or is tonight 303? I don't remember. That's how great tonight is. Honestly, the flight, I slept in the middle of the day. It's been weird. You ever like wake up and not realize what day it is? That's today for me.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You sound like Fight Club.
Bro, I'm
flying, and he's like, I don't know what day it is. I don't know where I am. I woke up in O'Hare and JFK and everything like that and stuff. So yeah.
The less I sleep, the more I understand that movie.
Well, whatever you do, don't have an alter ego that's a dick. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, because I'm already a dick. Could you imagine an alter ego version that's dickier than I am now? That'd be weird.
Shoot.
And wears mesh tank tops. That'd be weird.
A little bit.
No,
That'd be an early 2000s action movie.
Yeah.
I'm not Sean Astin in what's that movie? 41st Date or 51st Dates, or Christian.
You'd be like Scott Speedman in Underworld.
Scott Speedman in Underworld.
Nobody's like Scott Speedman in Underworld, bro.
Oh my god.
Is he still
A
alive?
white doctor in a nondescript European country. Run around with a chick who wears leather pants.
I have good news. Scott Speedman is still alive. I was worried.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's playing a dad in whatever high school romantic comedy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing these days. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't care, but I wish him well. Dion, we grew up in arguably the best decade, the 90s. What would you consider one of the most influential children's shows of the 90s? Live action, please.
Live action?
Mm-hmm.
Pop, Power Rangers.
Good man. You have the perfect transition. So, guys, we're old. We're nearing season 30 of the Power Rangers. I remember the day that show aired for the first time vividly.
Jesus.
But I don't want to make you feel old. I'm not here to talk about 1992. I'm here to tell you that one of the original Rangers is coming back for season 30. Dion, since you guessed the accurate show, would you like to guess which Ranger is coming back for season 30?
I would. The Green Ranger, the original Green Ranger, Tommy. Jason David Frank.
All right. That is your guess. Nick, who is your guess?
The Red Ranger, the original Red Ranger.
And then, Kendo, would you like to guess?
The original Yellow Ranger.
You are the closest, but you're all wrong. If we were talking about Crow City of Angels, you'd have won. But no, the original Blue Ranger, David Yost, Billy, is coming back. Now, he was my first favorite Power Ranger because he was blue, and that's about as deep as it went. So I don't watch Power Rangers. I haven't watched it since they switched from original to Zeo, but I never stopped having that good feeling towards childhood. So am I going to watch this? Hell no, but it's cool to talk about. Dion, did you have a favorite Ranger or moment?
Yeah, I mean, the Green Ranger is still my favorite Ranger. And it's the entire, Evil with Green series where he first shows up with the power coin. Fuck yeah, man. Definitely the Green Ranger.
I used to always say the green or the white because they were my favorite as kids, but I know this is a weird thing to have a favorite version as an adult of your childhood show, but looking back, the Red Ranger, I think is the best written one, like the most whatever. He's kind of like the perfect cutout hero leader for the team. And so I don't know, watching him as an adult, the episodes where he's at the forefront are more entertaining. Like the Green Ranger's great, but folks, if you're an American Power Rangers fan, you got to remember that show is partial Japanese footage and partial American footage. And in the Japanese footage, the Green Ranger dies. He fucking dies right away. That candle, when it extinguishes, he's done. In America, he was so popular, they had to find a way to rewrite him into the story because you couldn't kill him off. And so I guess I'm an adult.
Man. You got to keep selling those lunch boxes, man.
That's it, dude. Yeah. That's why George Lucas wouldn't kill Han Solo.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right. Do you think he should have killed Han Solo in Return of the Jedi?
No. That'd been stupid.
No, no. You like once again, like you killed the old man character. The one that introduced him to the Force and taught him a few things. You like that's done. You've done that.
Let the hero's best friend fucking live. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. He needs another like guide throughout the galaxies. He's just left the planet. He's his first time in space. He's got to figure shit out. He's just if Han Solo died, he would be lost.
Yeah, we don't have to kill Riggs.
In hindsight, I think he should have, because then he could have died an awesome heroic death instead of a bitch mode death like he did in Episode 7.
Yeah.
George, if you're listening and you're not, if you stop fucking making stupid ass changes and go make that change. You know what? I'll be okay with that. If it comes out tomorrow that George Lucas, for some strange fucking reason, was listening to our show, and he's decided he's going to redo the end of Return of the Jedi and Han Solo is going to get killed, I'll be like, you know what? I support that change because then it negates most of Episode 7.
I always think to myself,
it would be one of those things. Like if he actually did that, Disney would be so screwed immediately. They'd be so screwed.
I would love it.
Yeah, it would be fun because everything after that would just nothing would work. Nothing ever would work then, and everybody would be so confused.
Yeah, and they should make it as like ridiculous as possible. Like, it ends. Lando lands. He jumps on the ship to go leave, but it turns out Greedo's not dead, and he's right there. And he's flying away, and there's just one Imperial Star Destroyer left, and Greedo's got the gun on him, telling him he has to take him there for the bounty, and Han just says "McClunky D's nuts" and just fucking flies right into that thing and takes them both out.
Bro, look,
God.
I have enjoyed the listeners writing me their own versions of Star Wars. We've read them. We've had fun with them. But that's my favorite version. If that movie gets made, I'm there. I will help fund that Star Wars movie.
Oh man!
So let's check in with the audience before we get deep into official topics, because we're going to be talking about Star Wars. There's a new Star Wars show possibly on the horizon.
Oh,
and we
Jesus
have
Christ, man! Come on.
We're
already getting the weird show of like the old man looking at a kid from far away while he grows up. We're getting that show, so I don't know what else they want.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be watching that one, and I will be reviewing it and doing the stuff for it. So, Halo, the show, some of these are really hard to get through. Like the Marvel ones, I'm a big Marvel fan. I've dedicated my life to wanting to be a comic book artist. Clearly, I love the medium, but the Marvel shows on Disney Plus aren't really worth my time. Now, Captain America sucked. I liked Loki enough, and I didn't like WandaVision. But what has happened is they produced 2 to 3 shows that I thought were bad, and I'm not going back. Just not going to go back to anything. I skipped Hawkeye completely. But Jeff, it's based off the David Aja and whoever wrote the book run. I don't care. The Disney Plus, these shows, man, the Marvel ones. Whew, I was watching a making of video about the Daredevil movie that never got made and how some of those ideas got translated to the Daredevil Netflix show. And I thought, Dion, to myself, how great Daredevil the show was. I went back and I was reading old Daredevil issues. I was reading Man Without Fear from Romita and Frank Miller. Like, I miss being excited for my favorite superheroes. I don't enjoy going on YouTube and bitching about stuff to try to, get clicks. It's, my favorite stuff just isn't the same anymore. And it's not because I'm too old.
Exactly, because the quality has gone down.
You know, is it true that Disney has like sanitized those episodes that they got from Netflix?
I would have to.
I haven't watched them since, but that was pretty much confirmed. That they were gonna sanitize a lot of that original Netflix Daredevil.
That's fucked.
It pisses me off, dude, because like there is a desire, a market for R-rated Marvel heroes, or like superheroes aren't even that saccharine and kid friendly. We already take what's acceptable and then sanitize it for the kids cartoon. Like, don't sanitize the movies and stuff. Like, I don't need tits and gore in a Spider-Man movie, but I should see gore.
Well, I mean, come on though. If there were tits and gore in a Spider-Man movie, it'd be pretty good. It'd be pretty good.
He's not saying he wouldn't watch it. He's just saying it's not necessary.
Was Kirsten Dunst and Bryce Dallas Howard the best Spider-Man combo? Because like you got Zendaya and then you got Emma Stone.
Well, it's one of those things where like I don't know. I guess Zendaya was the new hot thing, and she was in everything, and they kept saying her name all over the place. So I was like, I don't care anymore. I really don't. You know,
I just wanted to take a moment to say how I like Bryce Dallas Howard. That's all. Like, I didn't like her in Spider-Man 3 back in the day, but I really like her nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is a terrible joke. Hey, Dion, did you hear about the blind gynecologist? They say he can read lips.
Easy.
That's assault, brother.
That's in our chat right now. That is in our chat.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Watchmen of Yah, I'm going to read all of these in order, but that is a very nice message. Thank you. But let's not make anyone wait any longer, guys. Nick, since you have a big celebratory week, you get to pick our first number. Between 1 and 69, please. 6.
If you're all alone, let me sleep in your bed.
Sleeping makes me feel good.
What a classic.
That might be the last YouTube video that I don't want to say got obsessed over, but you ever find one that you're like, man, I just keep watching it. It always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
When I first discovered Bustin', that was the one that I downloaded.
Bustin' is the perfect internet video.
Mm-hmm.
For those who haven't seen it, I think I'll play a soundless version just to regale you with the beauty that is Neil Cesariga's Bustin'. Because it's maybe one of the best YouTube videos.
Yes, agreed. Without a doubt.
It dropped in 2017, and it has... Okay, so YouTube must have updated because it's messed up, but I can't even see the view count on this one. Oh, well. Now, up next, while I'm getting that together, our friend Cesario Japan says, Buffalo Jeff's secret button, please. Sorry, Dion. I mean, am I that sorry? No.
You found my secret button. Lucky you. Lucky me.
Here we go with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it was just weird. Dion, are you okay now?
Yeah.
Oh God. We got one talking. Okay, we're gonna keep this show rolling because I'm seeing the messages rolling, and there's subjects I want to talk about tonight. So while Bustin' plays in the background, let's continue on. I agree. Thank you, Enterprise. Please set warp to 7 and kill Mr. Seward. Gloria Japan says top list action movies. Okay, now was that from the original series or was that from Next Generation Beyond?
I think that was Next Generation.
Okay, I thought so, and I wanted to apologize for making that mistake to our Star Trek enthusiasts out there. I know the difference between the original series and the Next Generation, and Spock and Chewbacca and all those characters.
Oh my God.
Dude, there's a t-shirt that Jesse bought. It's like a TARDIS shape, but it's got like all these nerd sayings and the wrong logos on it. And I'm like, dude, if you met somebody with OCD, they would probably have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's a shirt you order like a big nerd convention, and then somebody just yells at you for wearing it.
Well, it was purchased at Horror Hound, so it's the perfect place. Now, Cesario Japan was going to talk about some of his favorite action movies of the 90s. We'll be talking about those a little later tonight, but thank you for sharing the list. This is a nice little teaser, a taste, if you will. top list of action movies from the 90s has to be Ghost in the Shell from 1995. It probably introduced a ton of folks to anime and Japanese culture in the US. Cesare Japan, I like Ghost in the Shell. I was not introduced to it in 1995, though. I'm already kind of
This video is nuts.
Oh, it's still playing. I forgot. Shit.
Yeah.
It just feels weird that it's still playing.
So strange. It's so strange.
Yeah.
Let me sleep in your bed.
Maybe later. So, do you think Ray Parker Jr. cares that they made Ghostbusters 2016, or do you think he's happy with the royalty check?
He's
I'm
having the
gonna say
royalty check. He doesn't
Yeah,
give a
no,
shit.
definitely happy with the royalty check. I think he was pissed off that Fall Out Boy did the song because he was pretty vocal about that. But other than that, he's like, whatever, just keep paying me.
He wasn't okay. God, I hate that movie. SH Rebels 08 or Shrebels 08 says the word of the day. I wish we would have saw this one earlier. Is queef. Star Wars: The Last Queef. Debbie does queef and Queef Busters.
Well, that'll be next week then. We'll you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's roll our queefs over into next week. I
Yes.
think we should definitely.
That's
You
yeah.
guys want to queef it up next week?
Yeah,
queef
we'll
it up?
definitely queef it up next week.
Nick, how does it feel to be back on a Thursday?
It feels right. It feels right. Wednesday was good, but we've been Thursday for so long that I'm glad we're back to normal now.
Wednesdays were very good to us, folks. So thank you. Now, we will get back to queefs later. A few more of these messages. Thank you very much to everybody who supports the channel. If you're listening and you can't do a super chat or you want to get something physical, go to shopwcbs.com. Go grab a shirt, go grab a hat, I got to make hats, glassware, get it for the commentary, and join us here on the channel. Remember, folks, all of our merchandise is powered by Spring, so you get all their great customer service, and it gets to you directly. So grab your shirt, grab your stuff, and check out WCBS. Our friend Dean Domino, we haven't heard from Dean Domino. He says, hail, or in a while at least. He says, hail WCBS. Jeff, since you love James Bond and are getting into anime, you should check out Spy X Family. Super Spy has to create a fake family for an infiltration mission in the 60s as Cold War setting in not East Germany. It just started this season. Well, Dean Domino, that you just told me right there. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's like if James Bond was on a funny mission. You guys want me to check that one out and relay it back to you? Because I know you're not the biggest
Oh no,
anime.
definitely, man. Yeah, no, that sounded really good. My mic was off for a second, but yeah, definitely. That sounds really, really fun and interesting. Please tell us if it's good or not, and if we should check it out.
Well, I pulled up images of the manga right now, and here's a picture of the anime. It looks cool. I might go and see if this is on what is it, the Viz manga app, because I pay for that each month. And I don't read tons and tons and tons, but I do read my weird stuff here and there. But thank you for telling us about this, Dean Domino. I'll make sure to check it out. It looks like it's down my alley. That was kind of my go-to for years. If anybody wanted to figure me out, it's like, oh, I'll just watch something that's like James Bond. I know I'm going to like it.
There you go.
And there you go, folks, who wants a visual of the book. It's by Tatsuya Endo. Spy X Family. He made a cool wife. So after that one from our friend Dean Domino, he also Joseph Bianowicz says, Amber the Turd, her powers able to soil bed sheets in a single squat. Oh well. What's up, Feckers? Party boom! I love WCBS. Well, we love you right back, Joseph Bianowicz. You are here each and every week, so we'd like to thank you personally. But yeah, Amber Heard has the world's worst superpowers. Dion, what would it take for you to trust Amber Heard with your sandwich?
About $1 million cash, ready to take right there on the table.
All right, so for $1 million, you let someone shit in your sandwich. Folks, we are fundraising $1 million. We need a small loan because Dion's going to eat a shit sandwich on air for $1 million.
No. No. That took a fucking left turn.
Yeah,
We're
that
not eating a shit sandwich.
I did
Jesus.
not see that shit coming.
You never do.
Mhm.
That's a shitty situation.
That tastes shitty.
Oh, these jokes are hurting my soul.
Sorry
Leonardo.
Sorry to crap on your soul.
Yeah. You started
Randy.
that shit.
I did. It's my own fault. Leonardo da Vinci, thank you very much for your super chat. Welcome back from the grave. He says, good evening, bullshitters. I was sorry to hear that Gilbert Gottfried had passed away. I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but he seems like a good man. Funny one, to be sure. We're going to take a minute and talk about Gilbert Gottfried because we all loved Gilbert Gottfried.
Yep.
Now, folks, for those who really support the channel, you know that we have a version of us that is not appropriate for YouTube. Over on Patreon, we talk about stuff that we aren't going to cover here. And that's not a plug. It's a reference to tell you that Gilbert Gottfried has actually been a part of our channel in terms of the lore for years. This isn't just, us trying to cash in on, oh man, a dead celebrity, let's talk about him. No. See, we discovered Gilbert Dice Clay together a few years ago, and it's the greatest YouTube video. I can't quote it. I can't reference it on YouTube without getting the channel struck. But go back and watch Gilbert Gottfried listens to Gilbert Dice Clay on the Howard Stern Show. It is my absolute favorite thing that Gilbert Gottfried ever did.
Easily.
Now, if you're not into the edgier Gilbert Gottfried comedy, you might like Aladdin and other stuff. Starting with you, Kendo, did you have a favorite Gilbert Gottfried appearance in a film?
I'm gonna go with Problem Child. He was the
principal.
I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember exactly what job he had in that movie, but he essentially was the guy that ran the child placement thing or another, and he had to deal with the nuns and Junior and the Healy's, and that was like the first thing I can ever remember as a kid seeing or knowing of seeing this person as Gilbert Gottfried. But then honorable mention to his appearances on Jay Leno as random person that they interview for relative reasons that ended the segment with son of a bitch, but in the way Gilbert Gottfried would say it.
What about you, Dion? Favorite Gilbert Gottfried moment? All right, Nick.
There was a thing he did on Netflix a while back called Historical Roasts, where he played Hitler. And he roasted Anne Frank.
Jesus.
Yeah. yeah. Because I remember watching that and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. And obviously Netflix got some shit for it, but I thought it was goddamn hilarious. And you just see him in the outfit with the mustache doing the thing, and I was like, God damn, this is too much, but I'm glad it exists somewhere. That and whenever he was doing USA Up All Night. Those two, I think. Oh, because he was, I think before Joe Bob, he was doing, showing a lot of crazy horror movies on USA After Midnight, or at least after 11 or whatever, and doing what he could. I mean, I think there's even a promo that's been circling around of him messing with the lament configuration and Hellraisers in front of him and stuff like that, like torturing him or something. So he had a lot of fun with that stuff, man.
Would you believe we almost were able to hire him?
No. Nope.
You should be able to believe it because Jesse has a friend who did hire him for his musical that hasn't come out yet. It's recorded. I've heard all the shit. I found out how much it cost to get Gilbert Gottfried for an hour. It wasn't that much. I was thinking about basically paying him the fee and have him record all kinds of shit for us and just troll you guys forever. That was like our next evolution. That was something. Yeah. Jesse's friend Max, she'll talk about him constantly on the channel. So it's not like I'm doxing somebody. He's I'll have her tell you about him another time. But yeah, that was something I had surprised for us lined up and it fell apart now. So RIP Gilbert, we love you, man.
Yeah, man. That was a little bit of a shock when we heard that all the messages come in and all the stuff on the internet. I was like, man, really? That sucks.
Well, there was a photo that dropped on Facebook yesterday. It was a picture of Bob Saget taking a selfie with Gilbert Gottfried and Louis Anderson. And I was just like, oh, that photo hurts because they've all died in the last 2 months. Not even. Fairly recently.
Yeah, it's been within the recent past.
Well, folks, it makes me sad that we have to talk about Gilbert Gottfried passing away, but I did realize that we have a Gilbert Gottfried button here on the channel. So in honor of Gilbert,
No, bitch!
dude, that scene in Beverly Hills Cop 2 gets me every time. He's like, yeah, it's like a James Bond thing. No problem. Like, he made that scene. He's great. Now,
I think Dion's asleep
Already?
Yeah.
Is it 9:30 already?
In the
Yeah,
East,
it's 9.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
9:30.
in Philadelphia.
It's barely 9:30. It's barely 9:30.
Yeah,
Oh
9:28.
man, I'm the furthest one behind for a change.
You are.
I think it's 7:30. Sun's still out.
It is.
Well, lucky you.
It's pitch black in Philadelphia.
Well,
Thank you,
That's
Leonardo
Philadelphia.
Yeah, they blocked out the sun. It's like that episode of The Simpsons. Mr. Burns put up a big dome. They just put up a big dome here. I don't know.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is still in nuclear winter.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Well, they went backward with all their masks shit. So yay, Philadelphia.
Wait, what?
TLJ Screwjob.
Wait. So you have to wear it now? Or is that what you're saying?
In the city because 40 fucking people tested positive at a hospital or some shit.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to stay inside in Philadelphia. I'm not even worried. I'll tell you all more off air.
Okay.
TLJ Screwjob, though. For everybody on the Elon Musk train, he is testifying for Amber and not Johnny in the trial. Methinks he puts Will Smith to shame with cuckery. I didn't even know that was a part of the trial. I was just here to talk about Amber Heard.
Oh no. They I remember them saying beforehand that they were going to call him in, like he was going to testify. I think he went in there to like do some preliminary stuff at some point a few months ago, and yeah. So I mean, he's part of it.
I mean, that's not completely on him though. Like, he's going to be called in as like a character witness about his time with Amber Heard to try to make it look like, you know, the shit that Johnny's saying might be, you know, some hyperbole to say the least. Which, again, she cut off part of his finger, but just because he's being subpoenaed to testify, I mean, you can't be like, oh, what a fucking loser. He's going to go defend her. It's like, well, he really has no choice once you get subpoenaed.
Yeah, that's that's very, very true.
And if, you know, during their time of their relationship, he'd never had any issues with her, it's also very much against the law to go on the stand and not tell the truth.
Yep.
Isn't that called perjury, Kendo?
That is called perjury. And unless you're a president, you can't do that. So he
I don't know.
Get into a lot of trouble, which would keep him from buying Twitter.
Well, yeah, also, I was about to say, it's like Musk is about to be president of Twitter here very soon. So we'll see what happens.
But he's from South Africa, correct? So he'll never be our president.
It's true.
See, that's the saddest part. African Americans cannot become the president.
Yeah, I know.
Naturalized yet? Whatever. Who gives a shit? Elon Musk.
Oh god. I mean, if it's I think you have to be naturalized, but you know, you have to be like, he has to be naturalized for 35 years at minimum, I think, and then he can be president.
You have to be born in the country and 35 years of age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're born out of the country but to American parents or something like that. That's how John McCain, who was born in Panama, sing the song, was able to be eligible for the presidency because he was born on like a military base, which technically is United States soil.
Born on U.S. soil. Yeah. So
is the song about
so
him?
Weird.
Yeah, Panama by Van Halen.
It's about him. Cool. I thought so. I was just making sure. I always liked it.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna, that's what I'm saying, and whether or not it's true, we're gonna go with that.
I think of the scene in Superbad at the very end when they're shooting up the cop car. That's where I think of the song Panama from. That or just in my life. Well, Dion is out, so
yeah, we lost him again.
We thought he was back for a second, but no, it didn't happen. Oh god.
But TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much for your super chat. Xavier to God says, he says, well, I'll be watching Harold and Kumar with you guys on my birthday. Well, Xavier to God, happy early birthday. We're only 6 days early, but you share a birthday with us. Bob Marley. Is that why 420 is the big thing? Because it's Bob Marley's birthday?
Maybe, but that also shares a birthday with somebody else that we're not going to name, but Nick had mentioned him a few minutes ago. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's birthday is on April
Him
20th.
too. Him too. There's a lot of people we're celebrating next week.
Oh, good. So, folks, do what you need to do, but make sure you celebrate with World Class Bullshitters next Wednesday at 7:45 Eastern Time. I'm gonna get White Castle.
Apparently, Luther Vandross is born on April 20th. Carmen Electra,
good.
Joey Lawrence. Whoa.
Have I told you guys how my cousin went to high school with Carmen Electra?
No.
Yeah, she's from Cincinnati. Because my cousin Eric went to high school. 1 year above him was Ken Griffey Jr., and the other year below him was Carmen Electra. So it was like,
that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my cousin's more successful than Carmen Electra. So that's
yeah.
I know people are saying that's not a lot, but I think he might be more successful than Ken Griffey Jr. I just didn't want to
that might be putting it out there because Ken Griffey Jr. had the best swing you've ever seen.
My cousin owns a factory in China now. Like his business is like that level.
I mean, he could own a factory in America. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Nope. He owns
either way.
He inherited a family business and took it to the next level. Like basically, in the next few years, if you buy a pool table anywhere in the world, it'll probably be from him. So,
oh damn,
yeah,
damn.
It's like that level of advancement. So good for you, cousin.
Apparently,
also next on April 20th is also Crispin Glover's birthday. So
and that's why we truly celebrate.
And George Takei.
Sweet. So, folks, next week is a big celebration. We should just call it everybody's fucking birthday party, starring us. Would you?
It works.
Yeah. If only Dion would show up.
He's still down.
He's out.
Maybe I'll take a power nap and be back. Who knows?
Yeah, he popped back up there after he drifted off there for a few seconds and came in there with that Philadelphia haymaker.
Yeah, he made he's just the little guy's tuckered out. I think he needs a power nap. I think he'll be okay.
He's had a long day.
He walks back from Texas.
That explains it.
Yeah. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He says, I saw the link for the Harold and Kumar stream on Tuesday. Wasn't sure if the chat would stay up for 9 days. Well, I wanted to put that out there for everyone to know that we're going to go live to counteract some of YouTube's trickery with not letting people know what is up with World Class Bullshitters. But yeah, I do have access to see what people say earlier, TLJ Screwjob. That's how I'm reading what I'm reading right now. So thank you, Bill. Shrubbles08 says, I'll take a message and a Joe Rogan motorcycle, please. Well, that is perfect. So you would like a message and Joe Rogan. So
Message! Message! Message!
I need to watch that movie. Again, I've seen it multiple times.
Movie.
Oh, yeah, it's a wonderful movie. Wonderful movie.
Who's your favorite Wayans?
I'm going to go with Keenan. Keenan's got to be my favorite just because, I don't know. His stock has never dropped for me. I mean, Sean and Marlon, their stock has dropped because they made some really shitty things after, not collaborating as hard with Keenan. So Damon's always been kind of on the periphery. He is doing stuff with him, but then he ain't, but then he is, but then he's not. Plus, I mean, Keenan gave us In Living Color and, all those movies. So got to go with Keenan.
Yeah, I mean,
I would dare I say Damian Wayans Jr. He's damn funny as well. He's really, really funny. Yeah, he's really, really funny. I've seen a lot of shows that he's been a part of, and it's just been like, holy shit, dude, you're fucking hilarious. Like he does a damn good job.
Also, though, folks, there was one more, and here it is.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Never gets old.
No, that will never not be funny.
Oh, goddamn.
Anubis T800, thank you. I already see the memes of Brie Larson shaved head replacing Vin Diesel and says, I don't have friends, I have family. Suddenly, crickets noises.
I mean, she's just another unlikable actress in Hollywood that they keep shoving on our throats that we just don't fucking like.
Yep.
I don't have friends. I got family.
There we go.
It's the Vince McMahon syndrome. You're not gonna pick what you like. They're gonna tell you what you like.
Because it's such good shit.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna get Brie Larson, and we're gonna put her in the Fast and Furious movie. She's gonna drive a car, a Nissan. That's gonna be so good. Such good shit. And Roman's gonna be there.
They put John Cena in the last one, so it did apparently that it did amazing numbers because of that. So obviously the next step is Brie Larson. Clearly.
I'm excited to see her drive a car. Oh wait, I already do. It's like a Nissan ad on the big screen.
Yeah. Drop the
commercial. Okay, so Law of Diminishing Returns was already going to catch up with the Fast and Furious, but I'm going to guess that this Fast and Furious doesn't rush and make $1 billion as quick as the other ones, and then people are going to be like, "Oh, it's Brie Larson's fault," and I'm going to be one of those people. No.
I think we're all going to be one of those people. Be like, "Yep, it's her fault."
Yeah, those movies were kind of going downhill, but she started hammering the nails into the coffin.
That basmati whore.
Damn.
Do you think people know how much? Let me rephrase that. Do you think she knows how much people dislike her?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she could tell by the YouTube views of just it dwindling and like just going off into nothingness. Like I'm pretty sure she can figure it out.
Well, here's a picture of her crying.
That's a fake tear. God damn it! She's an actress. It's a fake tear.
Everything about her is fake. That hair is fake. Her eyebrows are fake. Her nose is fake. Her eyeballs are fake.
She doesn't do her own goddamn stunts. She has a whole stunt team.
Guys, I got bad news. Brie Larson is going to be the first actress to be fully digitized by a computer, and so Hollywood's going to go nuts with it, and we're going to see like holograms of Brie Larson at like IKEA. Like, hi, I'm Brie Larson. Welcome to IKEA. You're going to see Brie Larson everywhere.
You know what? Well, no. Here's the thing. You joke about that, but that might be the way she makes money is just by like loaning out her digital self to people for X amount of dollars.
Who's going to pay it?
Not me.
Some company will pay it. They'll think, oh yeah, we can get digital Brie Larson to say anything and and make and say anything but cool about our company. Yeah, man, how much is it? All right, that's not too bad. We'll do it. Yeah, so somebody might. Watch. Wait, no, hold on. She'll probably replace Matt Damon as the crypto.com person. I'm just saying.
You know what? I haven't invested in much
and then what'll happen is that crypto will fucking drop.
Brie Larson is like the harbinger of doom for the economy. It's like, hold on. That's how we should do a comic where the man or the shadow government or whatever you want to call it, like they talk about Metal Gear Solid, they want to destabilize the country, so they put Brie Larson as the face of everything. And they're like, how do we kill the economy?
No. Here's how it starts. She rings the bell at the end of the day of the stock market, and then like the next day everything fucking drops.
Dude, I'm gonna say something really progressive. I think Brie Larson should be the first fully female president. There you go, like all the way. She should be the first full president, not vice president. Brie Larson should run the country right into the fucking ground.
I mean, I'm not going to get started on that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh damn.
This is the world's hardest fuck, marry, kill. Amber Heard, Brie Larson, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Let me see if Dion's awake,
man. Okay, I'll marry Brie because at least she hasn't done anything violent.
You're already married to her, buddy.
Well, okay. Well, besides that, I'm killing Jada Pinkett Smith because she's a manipulative fucking witch whore. I'm not yet, and you think I'm fucking kidding. I will.
Witch whore.
I will carefully and with consent bang Amber Heard, but that'll be really careful. I don't want anything cut off, so I don't know.
I'm gonna bang Jada Smith just because it seems like the cool thing to do. Everybody's doing it.
Watch out for Will.
Well, the thing is, he ain't gonna slap me. It's okay if you bang his wife. Just don't fucking talk about her bald head. I'm gonna marry Brie Larson because she seems the most mentally stable of that bunch, which is saying a lot. And I'm gonna kill Amber Heard just for safety's sake.
I think I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna marry Brie Larson because, like you said, she's the most stable of all of them. Thankfully, I like to live dangerously, so I'm gonna bang Amber Heard. And Jada Pinkett Smith ruined entertainment, so bye. That's it.
Oh man.
So, folks, you can play Fuck, Marry, Kill with us each and every week here on World Class Bullshitters.
Oh man, yeah, I love how people are slowly turning on her now. It's kind of like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? What did you think she was doing?
Ruining everything.
So, correct.
Yeah, because it was one of those things where it's like, oh, he slept with another man because he said something bad about his wife, and it's like, no, she's once again a manipulative fucking whore, and she
Nick
and everybody knows about it. Do what now?
It's witch whore, according to you.
Witch whore, yeah. I mean, no, that's really what it is. Because like she has something over Will, and we don't know what it is, and like and it's fucking terrifying. Did you see the new clip that resurfaced? I think I sent it to you guys, where he's like, don't just all of a sudden video record me in my own house. Like,
yep. She was. Yeah, here's the kick in the dick. She posted on her Instagram where she's like videoing him, talking about like the therapist that they saw and how wonderful she is and all the things that she's helping him out with. And like the whole time you can just see Will Smith and like he's got the dead eyes going, just like saying, please stop filming me.
Well, I love that he says, please stop filming me in my house. I'm just like, oh. Damn, man.
I don't mean to be
that's also the most alpha we've ever seen him as. So,
all joking aside, do you think he's gonna like make it from this, or do you think this is gonna be too much for him?
I don't know. I've heard people say that the people who read his book say that he doesn't like divorce, doesn't want to get divorced, and that might not happen. But it's kind of like, here's what he should do is line up like, he should really line up like Michael Bay to come do a Bad Boys 4 or something, and then right before it's announced, divorce his wife, say something nice, be like, oh, well, we separated because of differences, and hopefully she's doing well, and then just like leave, and then be like, all right, everybody go watch Bad Boys 4 coming out, and in July 4th of 2025 or some shit, and then leave her be. That's it.
Yeah,
you have to divorce her and then have a banger of a movie come out, and then you're back in the good graces of people. That's what's gonna work.
He's gonna bottom out for a year or two until all this blows over, and then he'll start making his comeback. Because if there's anything that Americans love more than when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, it's the comeback story.
I mean, I hope he can come back. I really do.
And then, in 10 years, he'll get to go back to the Oscars. It'll be a big deal. He'll win an Academy Award, and then he's going to slap somebody else, and then be like, ha, 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 he's making it funny. And then it turns out he actually kills the guy, but it'll be okay.
Wait, why does it turn into the Source Awards all of a sudden?
You got to fucking kick it up a notch. But
yeah, that's
yeah. True. In 10 years, the Academy's going to want anything.
That's true. Also, I heard somebody say somewhere that like, oh, like he's the one banned, not Jada. So Jada might keep going without him. I'm just kind of like, that would be fucked.
Yeah, I'm the one that
would be the most normal thing in the relationship.
That's true. Him sitting on the couch, just watching her have fun with somebody else
with her date. That's gonna fuck her after the show.
Yeah, with their date. And you know what? What would be really fucked up is that if he won an award and she goes up to accept it on his behalf. That would be entirely fucked up.
Well, she already has his balls, so.
And then she starts banging the date with her. That the guy that she went with, he goes up there to accept it with her, and he starts hammering her from behind right there while she's accepting the thing on Will's behalf, and just like shaking the Oscar. God, that would just be insult to injury. That's so horrible. I hope that happens, just for the spectacle.
Let me read a few more of these, and then we're going to get into our first big topic, the Star Wars TV show. Believe me, folks, there's some news. So, Adam Wofford, you are next. First up is Cesario Japan, who says, Monstered. Wait, what's the name of a horror con? I'll have to check it out, because I want to go to Monstered. Zach Z, thank you very much. He says, Queens of the Turd Age. Good title. Adam Wofford, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. In 3535, Kendo is fighting to save the last White Castle from techno-barbarians that want to turn White Castles into soy purple castle.
Not on my fucking watch.
Primer, like Zach Z, I keep thinking of your Queens of the Turd Age name, and now I'm thinking of all the titles of their songs that you could replace with turd. So, Turd One Knows. Primer went a little hard on the turd titles, and I appreciate that, Primer. Don't take that as anything but a thank you. Robo-Turd, Robo-Turd 2, Taco Bell Boogaloo, Robo-Turd 3, Resurgence, Robo-Turd 4, Overflow, Robo-Turd 5, The Hemorrhoid Effect, Dion's personal favorite, Robo-Turd 6, Prolapse.
Ooh.
Yep, he loves it.
Oh my god.
We'll catch up with Dion later. We will read a few more, then we're going to go back. Breadman Production says, hey, Jeff, you mentioned in a previous show that you wanted some Palpatine buttons. Sent some ideas to the email. Also, look up Tommy Wiseau as the Green Ranger.
What?
Yeah, I'll have to pull that one up. Kendo, could you see if Breadman Production sent some Palpatine buttons to the email or some ideas? And if he has, forward those to me, please. And Tommy Wiseau as the Green Ranger is probably the best casting choice that never happened. Would you agree?
How about Tommy Wiseau as Joker?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good video.
That was a solid video.
And yes, I had forwarded that to you, Jeff. So go check your email.
All right, thank you. So I'm gonna go do that. But Tommy Wiseau Power Ranger seems cool. Let's screen share it real quick because it's actually a video, guys. We're gonna check it out. Ready?
Top of the building. Hey, everybody.
Are you getting sound?
Have an announcement to make.
Yeah, we are.
I am not. Let me fix that real quick because I like Power Rangers. I actually want to hear what they're saying.
Still top of the building. Tommy. Hey, everybody. Have an announcement to make.
Oh my god.
He's calling the Dragon Sword with his flute. Good thinking, Danny. I'm so happy I have you as my best friend.
Oh my god.
How dare you talk to me like that? Kill this, man! In a few minutes, bitch.
Oh my god.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Nice talk. You look great. It's fusion time!
Hey, third scissor punch.
Checking out, bitch.
Oh, hi, Danny. Oh, hi, Mark. Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
Oh my god.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh yes.
Holy shit.
I don't mind. I'm tired. I'm wasted. I love you, darling. With your stupid comments in your pocket. You make me sick. You're not my fucking mother.
I don't want to talk about it.
I definitely have breast cancer.
Oh my god. Oh my
That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Dude, that Denny part, you're not my fucking mother.
Oh god, that was awesome.
That was incredible. Oh, I have a headache from laughing so hard. I'm gonna add that to my favorites. Hey guys, do you want to watch The Room together soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do so. Thank you very much, Watchman of Yacht, for your super generous super chat. What up, guys? Thank you all for being on tonight. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for watching us. He says, I'm making this drive to Texas, leaving Cali, enjoyable and helping stay awake. Been listening to the Patreon and the older episodes throughout the day. Also, may I get 2 random buttons? Of course you can. First off, Watchman of Yacht, be safe out there on the road. I just got back from Texas, didn't do the drive, but from Cali to Texas was a fairly okay flight, but I couldn't imagine the drive. So be safe out there, dude. But yeah, we're going to give you those buttons, no problem. If you are listening, don't obviously send an extra super chat, but send in a regular message and tell us what some of your favorite older content was. I only ask because I like to remember what we've made. We've been doing this for so long, I forgot a decent chunk of it. So he asked for 2 random buttons, guys. Let's see. Since he listens all the time, I want to give him something that he doesn't normally get. What's a good one? How about... Well, they're all funny to me. We'll start with this one.
Who is it?
Who's this? Hello?
Say again, what is it?
It's the FBI.
Where are you?
Man, you called us.
Get the hell back into town.
All right, look, man. All right, hold up. Calm down. Want to blow something up? Huh? Come on. Now, I'm trying to hook you up, man. Push the button. Come on. Push the button.
Look out, slow down. Why?
Over there. Look. God damn!
That one's a lot of fun.
It is. Dion, do you like it?
It's a tad.
And then he requested 2 random ones, so of course we're going to give him 2 because he's out on the road. I'm trying to give him a good one. You know what? Fuck it. Since we just talked about Power Rangers.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I am waving towards Interstate 40. I hope you can see me as you drive towards California.
I remember watching The Room for the first time thinking, why does this movie look weird? And then I realized, oh, wait, he just green screened the back, the shot of San Francisco.
Yeah, same here. Like I watched it the first time by myself, and I was like, "This is a piece of shit." But somebody had to explain to me what it was. I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's supposed to be this way." Gotcha.
Yeah, that's not a movie that you watch by yourself for the first time, because I did the same thing, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why? I don't understand why this is funny. And then I watch it with people, they explain it to me, and I was like, this is great. And then yes, you can, if you read the book, you'll see where they talked about how they kept trying to convince him that if you're wanting to have San Francisco in the background, we could just film upon the roof. And he insisted that no, they had to build a roof set and green screen it.
Well, he had enough money to pay for that movie the way he wanted. So I mean,
well, yeah, because he shot on both film and digital at the same
time. How many motherfuckers have 2 cameras next to each other?
Well, not even that, different formats. Like you had HD, and then you had fucking film. You know,
Nick,
so that
there's literally no movie that exists where the digital and the film version is slightly different because the cameras are next to each other.
Right.
It's like they're not even the same fucking movie technically.
Yeah, and that also means that there's a film a film case somewhere in Tommy Wiseau's house of the final cut of the of the room somewhere.
Do you want to own a copy?
Yes.
No. You mean a 35mm print? Of course I fucking would.
Why don't we treat it like national treasure? We should, instead of stealing the Declaration of Independence, we should steal an original film reel of The Room.
Well, there you go. That's the next comic book.
Yeah. Don't joke.
I'm not joking.
Realistically, what I need to do is just make anthology so I can put all these little 6 to 7 page stories out. And it's like, oh, that was funny. And then make it a thing. Because there's no way in hell I would want to write a 50-page story of us stealing a print of The Room. But, 6 pages. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would work.
So, folks, if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you check out our comics. We have Stealing Solo, we have Wokebusters, links in the description. So, one more from Adama, and we will get, we read Adama. Oh, wait, no. Adama's next. This is the one I've been wanting to talk about. What up, guys? It's been a while since I asked you guys a question, so here goes. What crappy Power Ranger ripoff is better? VR Troopers or Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad? Now, contrary to the belief of me butchering the title, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad was a personal favorite show of mine. I love that one. Did you guys ever watch that or VR Troopers?
Nope.
I watched VR Troopers a bit, and maybe I did watch. No, I did watch Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Oh, cyber spelled with an S. That's fucking weird. Oh, that's weird. I did watch that one, and yeah, it was okay. But I did watch VR Troopers as well, and they were just really subpar. It was yeah. That's all it was. They were very subpar, and I think the only reason I watched Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad is because Matthew Lawrence was in it, and I watched a few episodes, and I was like, "This really sucks."
Whoa!
I was a fan because I thought the character of Servo, aka Gridman, was really cool, and I still do. So the design of the character was enough to get me to buy the toys. Okay, enough to convince my mom to buy me the toys, but then I would watch the show sparingly. But it was on at like 7 a.m. where I lived.
Yeah. It was on at weird times. I mean, I think I found it like it was on later in the day. Like the reruns were on later in the day, which is weird. I didn't understand that. So I could never get new episodes on at the time I would get out from school when like Power Rangers was on or whatever. So it was just strange.
I'm gonna share this real quick. I had the toy, like the big action figure, and the only reason I want to bring it to your attention, folks, is I've never been so honey-dicked by a toy in my entire life. So right here on the screen is the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad Servo action figure. He's roughly, let's say, he's a 10-inch action figure with all the accessories and stuff. And if you look closely, his chest has some speaker sounds and a light-up function where you press the button and he lights up. Joke's on you, because when you open the battery pack of this toy, there's no connectors. It's just a hollow plastic shell. I've never been honey-dicked by a toy before.
So there was supposed to be something in there, and there wasn't?
And this isn't, I didn't get a bad one, because I had 2 of these, and when you opened up the battery pack, there was just nothing in there. Like I said, the back opens, it's got the sliding door, and it didn't do shit. It didn't make sound, it didn't have lights, it didn't have anything for the batteries to connect.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You're just a kid, and you had hopes and dreams of like sounds and light up stuff, and they couldn't even fucking do that. Those bastards.
Well, was this a Saban property? Because it's cheaper than shit.
Maybe it was. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, because the fucking action figures, like I had a regular size one. His legs didn't move. Only his arms and head moved. He was really shitty.
What the hell, man? Jeez.
Well, it was the 90s, and we were all enamored by anything that was slightly Japanese we were going to buy.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, how much manga and animated people can consume, and they didn't even know that it was manga or anime. They're just like, oh, it's this cartoon that looks kind of different. So
I remember seeing anime, for the first time as a kid, and I was like, I don't like that style. I'm not going to watch this. that's the decision I made in my mind. I was like, this looks funny, and this looks unfamiliar, and I don't like it. Never going to watch it.
Now I'm thinking of the theme song in my head. It was actually kind of kick-ass. It was like a heavy guitar riff. That was the trick. That is the trick for all of the Japanese shows in the 90s, because it was the trick for all the kids shows in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, think about the Power Rangers one, Go Go Power Rangers, that song. Heavy guitar stuff in it the whole time.
Oh yeah. That song is actually pretty solid. Like, there's an extended version that has a guitar solo and stuff. I'm not saying it's going to win awards or call it a great record, but for a kids TV theme, like, they all were just like action packed up until, that really worked up until Dragon Ball Z, when they had the Bruce Falconer score. Like, all of that, that's like one of those unsung hero moments, or not moments, but parts of like what made kid shows in the 90s work. That weird rock soundtrack that was over the top. Like, if you listen to a Power Rangers episode, the music makes it sound like the world's about to end in the next 10 seconds. But if you watch the Japanese version of the show, it's boring as fuck. It's got like a trumpet, and it's real like toned down. That's how Dragon Ball Z is in Japan too. It's not as America makes these shows more energetic. That's all I can say.
So what you're saying is America makes them better. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, put me on record. Power Rangers is better than Zhu Ranger. Oh, yeah, I said it.
Oh,
sorry. What kind of Rangers?
I know it sounds like I'm saying something else, but it's ZYU, so Zhu Ranger or whatever.
Nice save. Very good.
Gesundheit.
Is this real? Somebody said there's a new Fletch movie. That'd be amazing. See, that's how you can trick me. If you make me think there's new Chevy Chase stuff, I'm gonna get excited. So up next, we have the topics to talk about. So thank you to... Oh, wait, hold on. One more. Leonardo da Vinci says, good evening, bullshitters. I was sorry to hear that Gilbert Gottfried passed away. I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but he seems like a good man. A funny one, too, to be sure. Or a funny one, to be sure. Leonardo da Vinci, Gilbert Gottfried, from what I've heard, was great to work with. I could get more stories if you really want to hear those. But
yes,
I like to work. He was... Okay, fine. I'll just ask me off air. I'll tell you all kinds of shit. Like, it's not... super.
What about the lotto numbers? Can you tell me the lotto numbers? I could really use.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
9, 4, 17, 36, 11, and 8.
Nice. All right.
Can you tell me who's going to win the World Series next as well?
The Cleveland Indians.
Gotcha.
No. Well, number one, no. No. And two, they're not the Cleveland Indians anymore, Jeff. They've changed their name to the Guardians. BPC, bro. Come on now.
Did they seriously change their name?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I moved away from Ohio. I stopped caring.
Yeah, but
No, yeah, they literally changed their name from the Indians to the Guardians.
Oh, that wasn't me trying to be funny. I had no clue.
They should just go ahead and like put it on the chin and be like the colonizers. Just go ahead and do that. Just be done with it. You know.
They've done a couple of really stupid things with it. Not to get too much into it. Well, first they took Chief Wahoo off the hat because they're like big smiling ass cartooned Native American. Yeah, maybe that won't fly anymore. So they did that, and they thought that that'd be okay. But apparently that still wasn't PC enough, bruh, for Twitter. So they had to change their name. But they had this like really cool like just C logo on their hat, which looked nice. Well, they changed their name to the Guardians, and apparently that wasn't good enough. They had to change the logo too. So now the C is like got these wings on it or something like that. It's fucking dumb.
I hate how society. Oh, we're so worried about being offensive. Let's worry about our baseball mascots.
Well, I mean, this is also the same thing that happened with fucking the Aunt Jemima syrup and Uncle Ben's fucking instant rice. Like that bullshit.
Yeah, and I will tell you, as somebody that lives in an area with people of that, brethren and heritage, Washington Redskins and Cleveland Indians gear is prevalent and found quite often and all over the place. So it's like, who is Twitter speaking for?
Not
dude. It's all the fucking Karens who are bored who who have nothing to do. They drank all the white wine. They've watched all the Oprah they can. They're drunk and ready to do something, and they just want to get enraged on Twitter about something that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So yeah, but you get like if there's a sports store in the Farmington Mall, and you go there, and like they Washington Redskins stuff is prevalent right in the front, and they sell a lot of it.
Hilarious. That is goddamn hilarious.
Yeah. And it's not the people that look like me.
We'll be checking in with you guys throughout the show. Thank you for everyone who's been here already. Guys, we cover all kinds of things on the channel, but we've talked about Star Wars for a while, and Star Wars is back in the news because there's a new show. Are you excited about the new Star Wars show?
No,
I'm not.
I don't care for it. I don't give a shit. I was excited for Mandalorian, and then they fucked that up. So I just don't care anymore. I just don't.
I was excited for Mandalorian. I was there day one. I liked the first season, most of the second, some of the second season, and then I liked the episodes of the Book of Boba Fett that were the Mandalorian episodes. For all that Disney Star Wars has destroyed, the only positive I'll say they created is certain elements of the Mandalorian. I can't just say the character or just the ship or just Baby Yoda, but there's a formula that works on that show that doesn't spit in the face of Star Wars. So I like it for the most part. Nothing outside of there's nothing even perfect about the original Star Wars anymore because in its current state, it's got McClunky and all this other bullshit. So it's hard to look for that.
Jeff.
So, yes.
Side note, real quick. Can we make a McClunky D's Nut shirt?
You really want me to?
Yes.
If you
I'm not joking. We seriously should have our own shirt that says McClunky D's Nuts.
We will, because
I don't care if we only sell like 2 and I buy one of them. I want to see that as official merchandise from World Class Bullshitters.
Well, folks, if you want to go over to our shop right now and check out our shirts, we're getting ready to take down the old designs and we're going to upload new ones that kind of keep it moving at a different pace. We've kept this up for a while just to let everyone know, like, hey, the old WCBS shirts are still available. They're moving, seeing the numbers. Send in more photos of you wearing them. It's great to, sell the shirts and get excited for that, but it's nice to see people out in public. I brought this up briefly last week, but I was at WrestleMania and I saw a guy wearing a Cecil's Cash Grab shirt. So it's cool to see this shit out.
Well, no, if you make the McClunky These Nuts shirt, you have to have IG88 on the front.
I will see what I can get away with for legal reasons, because
Yes, that is a copyrighted image.
Yes, but McClunky D's Nuts, it's copyrighted World Class Bullshitters.
That's right.
Thank you, Kendo.
You're welcome.
That's the greatest phrase next to honey dicking. Speaking of the honey dicker himself, is he awake? I think so.
Nope.
Moving on. All right. So back to Star Wars. Guys, the new Star Wars show should be announced at Star Wars Celebration. So last time we were at Celebration, the big announcement was The Rise of Skywalker. Now, that's been nearly 3 years. Actually, it's been over 3 years since then.
I remember that because they had the mural on the wall and then one portion of it, like, hidden from everybody, and it was so dumb. It was so dumb.
Well, we shared the image and people were checking it out. The stuff in the mural wasn't necessarily that spoilery for the movie, though. It was just dumb.
Well, because they released a trailer and it was a whole thing. It's kind of like and then you heard Palpatine's voice at the end of it, and you're just like, "What the fuck is going on? That doesn't make any sense."
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, the first look at the mysterious Tales of the Jedi TV series is supposedly expected to be unveiled at Star Wars Celebration next month. According to a recent episode of the Star Wars Santa live stream on YouTube, the first look at Tales of the Jedi could be arriving as early as May 22. The project is reportedly expected to make an appearance at Star Wars Celebration, though they didn't speculate on whether the series will be live action or animated. Star Wars Santa did claim that Tales of the Jedi will be showcased during an unannounced panel at Star Wars Celebration on May 27th. Currently unknown what characters will be involved with the series, but they did suggest that Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order could make an appearance in Tales of the Jedi. From Star Wars Santa Star Wars Santa keeps hearing it's going to be Fallen Order related. The connection doesn't seem too far-fetched when considering the recent rumors that Fallen Order 2 will be announced at Star Wars Celebration as well. Star Wars Santa didn't discount the possibility that Tales of the Jedi would be related to Star Wars Legends comics miniseries Star Wars Tales of the Jedi from writer Tom Veitch and David Roach, which was published between 93 and 94. The rumors began last year, and Anaheim kicks off May 26th through the 29th. So Tales of the Jedi, I'm okay with them adapting stuff from that video game because Jedi Fallen Order was good. I own it. I like it. It's difficult, on the hardest difficulty. To me, this show would just feel like The Mandalorian with a lightsaber. So instead of, what's his face, Din Djarin running around with the backdrop of post Return to the Jedi Star Wars with stormtroopers and stuff, it's going to be this ginger guy with a lightsaber fighting stormtroopers and other stuff. Now that could be cool. I'm not, willing to discount everything.
That game, that game was okay though. Like I remember playing it for a bit, and I was like, this is really fucking boring. Because every time I think every time you got to, you up to level, you had to go back to the planet and find a thing, and then your powers went up a fucking another level. Oh, I can finally use the force to pull two things towards me instead of one. It's like, really, we're gonna do this for the next few hours? Like, it was so boring.
Well, I didn't finish it. How far did I get into it, actually?
Yeah, I didn't finish it either. I think I got about a third into it, and I was like, I don't care anymore.
Well, I agree that I don't care anymore because I won't say the best Star Wars game because it's not even in the conversation for the best, but The Force Unleashed that came out many, many years ago, that was a fun Star Wars action game that worked in 3D. This game feels like a derivative version of that. And the reason I'm so much kinder to that game than other people is I played Star Wars Squadrons and Battlefront 2. Those are dog shit games. Kendo, to pull it back to Eddie Murphy, it's like a cracker. If you've never eaten before and it's a shitty saltine and Amber Heard, you're going to think it's a Ritz cracker. And Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order definitely is the Ritz cracker of Star Wars video games.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But is the image you're showing on screen? Is that the guy? Is that the thing we're getting?
This is a Dave Dorman painting from a cover. So no, this is not the guy.
Okay, yeah, because that looks like fucking, what is it? Captain Power. If you remember that.
I do, and I agree.
Yeah.
Well, like our friend Long Ann says, another stupid and dumb desert TV show. They
really love the desert, and I fucking hate it. So,
Nick, you really hate the fucking desert.
I fucking hate the desert,
folks. If one man has an irrational anger and hatred, it's Nick's anger and hatred of the desert. But you're my friend, and I'm going to stand by you.
And I'm not. I was waiting for that, Kendo.
Fair. I mean, you can only do so much, so don't hold it against Kendo. He's stuck around the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, look, I will defend you guys to the hilt, but once Nick starts slandering groups of people for no reason, it's like, come on, man. I will still, be his friend and everything, but if anything, I'm going to try to educate him and help him get past his prejudices.
For the fucking sand people? For the Tuscan Raiders?
Oh, really? Come on! You got to go there with it? Jesus.
Yeah, he
Nick.
went there with it.
Folks, we're going to have to start a collection for Nick's therapy. Just pay attention to my Twitter over the next week. I'm going to do some research and, find out what's best for him and where it would be like a good place to go. And we'll send him there so that way he can
probably
Nevada.
Get
past his demons.
Probably Las Vegas.
No. There's too many distractions there, Nick. We're trying to help you fight your demons, not indulge them. Besides, Las Vegas is in a desert.
It's an oasis.
But here's the thing. It's really close to both of you guys, so I don't see the problem in this.
I mean, I do, because I ain't driving all the way to Las Vegas to deal with you talking, horrible things about sand Americans.
Sand Americans.
They're really underrepresented here in this country, and we need to use our platform to bring their plight to the mainstream.
Yeah. I mean, I could take you down. No, White Sands, that wouldn't do it because Nick would be too happy. They'd be like, oh, there's white ones. But, we can go down to like Las Cruces and go out west towards like the Gila Forest or something like that. And you can see that they're just people trying to, get by and have as best of a life as possible.
Can we hide a body out there?
Oh, dude, there's a lot of places you could hide bodies out here. That's why you see a lot of the billboards I see about no more stolen sisters.
Oh,
is that what that means?
Yeah. Okay, so sidebar here while we're talking about this wonderful Star Wars show. Apparently, and it's not funny, and it's actually really sad, but one of the biggest things in Native American communities, especially out here, is that women go missing and are never found on a sort of not completely regular, but it happens enough basis.
Yeah, that happens in North Carolina as well, buddy.
Yeah, but they don't have billboards out here about it.
I listened to a really good podcast about a famous woman that went missing like that.
Yeah, we'll see. There are no billboards out here about it either. But it does. I've heard it happen quite a bit, and it does happen.
So what you're saying is because it happens there, whatever. It's but since it happens out here, it's not a big deal because these people live in a desert. I got
no. I never said that. I'm just.
That's what I'm hearing. Nick once again ragging on the desert.
Maybe you need to clean your old ears out. I'm just saying.
Wow. Now we're gonna start attacking people based on their age. God, Nick, the hate with you just never stops.
Why don't you go grade some fucking papers and be quiet? Jesus Christ!
Because it's all on forms on Teams and it does it for us.
So you're a lazy teacher now? Gotcha.
No, it's called being innovative. It's different.
What? Hey, I heard lazy. That's what I heard. I heard lazy.
See, again, what the folks? Come on, I'm serious when I talk about how Nick has to get past all this hatred and prejudice. So help me help him.
Yeah, folks, you know what to do.
Oh, jeez.
So
go fuck off and redo your syllabus or something.
We don't have to do those anymore.
God damn it! Oh man, nobody go to that school. Shit, not even a syllabus. Oh god.
I would like to think that nobody that's listening to our show right now would be eligible to go to the school I go to because they're too damn old.
I don't judge.
Who's ageist now? Who's ageist now?
Well, I mean, I'm just based off the fact that that's true. But I'd like to think that our average age, like 48-year-old listener, probably should not be hanging out in a middle school.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Thank you.
Is it wrong that during the Google search of earlier about Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, I found that there's a new Gridman, aka Serto action figure, and now I want to get it, Nick?
Yes.
All right. I wish it looked
By the
better.
way, I'm still on the waiting list for the Lego DeLorean. It says temporarily out of stock, which is good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Fuck, even in the future, nothing works.
Yeah. It's made in Japan. That's the problem.
Hey, that's where they make all the best stuff comes from Japan.
Now Kendo hates the Japanese now. It's really fucked up, man.
No, I was quoting a line from a movie, Nick. Stop trying to project.
It sounded like you were hating on the Japanese, buddy.
Sounds like you're projecting.
God.
I think we should just do a full day here on the channel and do all 3 Back to the Futures in one sitting as we're drunk.
I thought you were going to say take turns giving each other interventions.
I don't have any lines.
We would, dude. There would be too many interventions, and I don't think we have enough time. But there's not enough hours in the day to get that many interventions done.
You sure about that? Anything's possible, bro.
We're gonna need an entire weekend and lots of alcohol.
I agree, and maybe a cabin or some sort of Airbnb type facility somewhere.
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know, Kendo. Where is safe? Where is safe?
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if we want to hang out with the type of people you're most comfortable with, then we're going to have to hang out in Tennessee. I was going to suggest something like Telluride or someplace out in the mountains.
This is how I want our interventions to go.
Oh, jeez.
That's it. Like, we're just going to get drunk and yell at each other.
Yeah. And no, I have no desire to go skiing. I have desire to sit on the patio and watch people crash into trees. That's my idea of a good time.
Yeah, that's half the fun. And apparently Kendo hates skiers now too.
How did you feel about Sunny and Cher?
Well, I mean, Cher, if she hits a tree, she's going to survive because she's mostly made out of plastic. She's going to look like one of them fucking Formula One cars when it hits the wall.
Oh, but by the way, I think Formula One's coming to Vegas.
Ooh. Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah, and they're doing what is it? They're doing it at night, and they're going through the Strip, I think.
Ooh, I kind of.
Yeah, it's going to be really fucking cool, actually.
Yeah.
I live 4 hours away. I kind of want to go. Fuck.
Yep.
I live 6.5 hours away. I kind of want to go too.
Flights are cheap. I kind of want to go.
All right, guys. I'm alive. I kind of want to go. So if you want to go, folks, I think if we had a headquarters in Las Vegas, I think we would last maybe 5 more years before we all died. But it would be a good 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Kendo. I think I would die first because Kendo would shoot me.
I wouldn't do that. Why would I shoot you? Unlike you, I don't have hate in my heart.
You do live close enough to a desert, though, so you should still be careful.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of places to hide bodies around here. You'll never fucking find them.
Well, I just meant you should be careful because Nick has a prejudice against people in the desert, and you're in the desert, so no one is safe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I'm on a plateau, so it's like kind of different, I think. I'm at elevation.
Is there sand?
Elevation?
It's not really sand as it's so much as just like dirt.
Is it sandy dirt?
No.
Then you're fine.
Yeah. Now the sand is in the southern part of the state.
I'm glad he's still safe.
For now.
Oh, guys, there was an old Star Wars book, Tales from Jabba's Palace, which regaled, it was like an anthology book where it tell about different stories.
It sounds like the Star Wars version of Penthouse is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Jabba the Hutt's palace was a dirty place. Nick, Star Wars, Jabba's palace is so dirty that a titty popped out in Return of the Jedi, and Disney still hasn't censored it. That's how dirty of a place it is.
Well, I mean,
I love that. Like that has yet to be censored out. And they just like they'll fuck with so much stuff, but that's the one thing that they just won't like. This won't
Well,
censor.
you know why, right? George Lucas is a man of good taste. There are certain things he does wrong, but keeping the boobs in Star Wars is a good call. So
that's true. That's true.
And George, we talked about it earlier. There's one way you can save the Star Wars trilogy.
Tits.
There's two ways you can save the Star Wars trilogy.
Right or left? Which is it?
Middle.
Oh, this is Total Recall.
Yeah, what is
Total
Recall? Now what's going on?
Yeah, we're motorboating through space.
Entirely different movie. I'll allow it.
That should be our fucking t-shirt. World class bullshitters, motorboating through space. We're like space truckers. I love that.
That's our new tagline.
Motorboating through space. All right, fine. If hold me to it, I'll say it more often. Motorboating through space. I love it. Folks, if you like to motorboat your way through space, press 1 in the chat or send us an email to worldclassbs@mail.com. Thebestmail.com.
Oh God!
Yeah. And the subject line, McClunky D's nuts.
Oh God! We really do need Musk's help to motorboat through space.
Yeah, we just need Elon Musk. Hey, Elon, we know you're listening, bro. You and Kanye.
Hail Thud.
Hail Thud. Take that $40 million or $40 billion that you wanted to use and buy Twitter. Give us the $40 billion, and we will change the world together.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tales of the Jedi, though, I wouldn't mind an anthology-style Star Wars show that's live action. So it's like one episode, it's Cal Kestis. The other episode, it might be IG-88 being repurposed. That would, like, what is it? What's the show I'm thinking of? Black Mirror, but Star Wars. I'll buy in because the Star Wars universe is one of the best ever put to film. But you got to have it be more interesting than a desert or Dances with Wolves or whatever. Because we're not, look, I understand that fandom can get crazy and can get out of hand. The Star Wars fans aren't that crazy because we're getting shit on constantly. It's just bad property choice after bad property choice. And why would anyone go blindly, excitedly into one of these shows? I think it shows brand loyalty over reasoning to just be blindly excited by every Disney show that's coming out with the Star Wars label on it. Like Kenobi. Okay. Oh, Jeff, you're supposed to be excited for Kenobi. Why? Because it's Star Wars. Yeah, but it also kind of undoes the original film. Like going in, I don't have to look for these bad things. They're kind of obvious if you watch Star Wars, because how it reads is the people that make Star Wars don't get it. So they just keep taking things that aren't Star Wars, putting a Star Wars label on it, expecting the fans to buy it. And when we don't, we're called terrible things. And I'm just tired of that shit. So long story short, Disney, you have to earn my trust and respect. I'm not just going to blindly buy into Kenobi because it's got Ewan McGregor. It's got to have more. Every show will get a first episode try, but if they're not really delivering, then I'm just not excited for that or Tales of the Jedi or anything.
Yeah. But even then, like when they announced the Kenobi show, I was glad that when they said they weren't going to do it, and then all of a sudden they brought it back. But it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't in the realm of the movies. Like I don't understand this whole thing they're doing. It doesn't work. Once again, it's just going to be some old guy watching some kid from afar in the desert. It just doesn't track well.
No, because it's the desert and you have a problem with it.
Besides, I'm willing to put away my hatred of the desert.
Are you?
Yes, Kendo. I will just this once for you. And once again, it is an old man watching a child grow up from afar, and that's creepy. And that's the show that we're getting for Kenobi.
Do you think they're going to turn him into a pervert? Just like, because that's
there's not
the
much
way
else
the
to do with the
world
character.
nowadays. Yeah, it's like, and we all know where Disney's going these days. They're going to be like, yeah, well, and then little baby Luke's going to be trans or something. I don't know.
Well, it would track for.
Don't give them that fucking idea.
Well, when you have a show, any show like Star Wars, we know so much of the story because we've been watching it for 40 years, almost 50 years. That it's like, oh great, we're gonna tell this story, but we already know that story. We're gonna tell this story, but we already know that story. Like, you took the EU and you killed it, but then you're gonna glean from it. Okay, why not just glean the shit that people like instead of just trying to be, I don't know, afraid to take the L on your stupid decision? Just adapt the books that people like. Like, we're gonna talk about DC and their new directive in a moment, but like, take it in that regard. Instead of trying to build a big universe or everything that's crossed over, this and that, maybe just tell good Star Wars stories. Don't try to build anything bigger.
So I mean, you shouldn't take the source material and then completely erase it and rewrite it while still pretending that you're basing what you're doing on the source material.
Of course.
Yeah, someone should tell that to the Lord of the Rings showrunners too, because they're doing it wrong as well. They're
yeah. Well, I mean, I know I'm pretty sure that the Lord of the Rings show is DOA. So.
Oh yeah,
That's a shame.
I mean,
You
no
hate to see
question. And that's the kind of thing, though. I mean, and that goes for the Star Wars properties as well, where people say things like, "Well, you can't knock it unless you watch it first. You got to give it a shot." Like, no, the information that's coming out, we already have information about Kenobi, the fight between him and Darth Vader and Anakin that completely breaks the lore. I don't have to give it a shot when you're already telling me you're disrespecting the source material.
I agree. That's why I haven't watched Halo yet.
Yep, I won't.
I can't.
Yeah. Halo doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, once again, like, the first half of the episode is cool, and then that's about it. That's all.
I let Anna describe it to me, and that was a really fun exercise where she described the show to me, and I described the games to her, and we tried to figure out what the hell they were trying to attempting to do. Yeah.
Let's not talk about Halo, because right now I want to play Halo so bad. We don't have access to our Xbox. Dion's still out, but
yep, he's still down.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dion. We love you. We hardly knew you. He was the white guy of the show.
Oh, right.
Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. We were on other topics, including Star Wars. Oh, no, you're good, man. Anything else you guys want to say about this show? Do you think... Let me rephrase it like this. The Disney Plus Star Wars shows, only one moved the needle. The Mandalorian moved the needle. It changed the way we talk about Star Wars. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Do you think that The Mandalorian is truly as great as people say, or that it was the best thing to follow a really dark period of Star Wars?
I would say it's the best thing to follow a dark period of Star Wars, because while it was really good, the fact that Star Wars was where it was at, and then we got that kind of sort of revitalized the fan base a bit and made you think that, wow, maybe there is some hope, and that they'll fuck up the movies, but the real fans is where the TV shows will be at, and they'll cater to that a little bit more. And then they said, no, we're not, and proved that. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, for a minute it was the new thing, because they dove into the lore of one of a beloved character, Boba Fett, and the Mandalorians, and that whole lore and what they believe in and stuff. So you got to see behind the curtain and how they operate and what they do and things. And then they fucked it up in season 2. And it's entirely unwatchable now. Like, yeah, season 2 was like the jump off season. Like, we're gonna help everything else jump off from this, and it just didn't work out. Especially the last episode of fucking Luke Skywalker. I was like, what the hell's going on right now? This doesn't make any fucking sense.
One of my issues with these Disney Plus shows and any streaming show is when they're used as a backdoor pilot for another show, because the show that you watch that you're invested in stops. This isn't like, for example, most people realize this, but Family Matters is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers, the show from the 80s with Balki Bartokomous and cousin Larry Appleton. But when Harriet Winslow would show up, like, the whole show didn't stop. She was just the elevator operator. So then they went and created a new show for her and her family. They do that with all of these now, where they'll do a spinoff, they'll stop in the middle of it, and then they never really pick the show back up. It's like, oh, this episode killed the flow of a season. And then the next episode, there's another spinoff. It's like, it's between Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and whoever the fuck Sasha Banks played. Like, that killed The Mandalorian season 2. That doesn't have its own identity. So it's like, oh, it gave us The Mandalorians, and it gave us this, and it gave us that. Yeah, but it also gave us one of the worst episodes produced, period. Like, the one where they go into the fucking town and fight, that was stupid. It was meant to be better, but I think it underperformed.
People who are really into the extended all the
EU stuff like that.
Yeah. The Ahsoka stands.
I don't dig Ahsoka. I think Dave Filoni killed his own character by not killing his own character. I used to respect it. I used to love the characters in Star Wars because they were mythic. They were larger than life, and they spoke to everybody. And nowadays, they're just corporate pawns. They feel like pieces. Honestly, they feel like Disney's Infinity Gauntlet. Like, this is a jewel here, this is a jewel here. It's just another piece of the machine that fuels the big machine that makes the money. Like, just that's it. It's fake.
Yeah, and I mean, even their $6,000 hotel is failing as well. Nobody wants to go to it, and people are backing out and stuff like that. So,
Hold on, let's look up the Galactic Star Cruiser.
They're losing all over the place.
Bus service ended between. Oh no, guys, the bus service has ended between Star Wars Galactic Cruiser and Disney Springs. Oh no.
Oh no! How are we gonna get there now?
The same way you did before. You're not.
It's accurate. Yeah. Well, if Dion were here, he would remind us that it's all $3,000 a night, bitch.
That's true.
Well, for $6,000 a night, you can listen to Dion snore.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Rename this episode the one where Dion fell asleep.
People are gonna be like, "Hey, is that the commentary for the thing?" No, that's when Jeff fell asleep.
No. This should be called the Black Guy Fell Asleep First.
All of our episodes have better titles on Podbean because YouTube punishes us if we don't use certain types of words. But I enjoy...
I've noticed. I've subscribed to it on Spotify, and I see the titles. I'm just like, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Susan doesn't like certain words and phrases.
I just thought Better Than Ezra Miller was a good title for last week's show.
I thought that was a fantastic one.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those things where I changed it because I don't think people are going to get the reference or click on it. Like, what's Ezra? What? Oh, so go listen to Better Than Ezra Miller over on Podbean, folks, or iTunes or Stitcher or Spotify. We're on the biggest platforms. World Class Bullshitters. Google us. That's what I tell people. There was a guy at our local shop who's like, "What's the name of your channel?" And I gave it to him, and he's been all excited telling us about it. What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember the guy. That's the one guy's name I can't remember.
Sorry, we're gonna give him a shout out for being an excited fan, but we forgot. Sorry, buddy. We're clearly good.
You had one job. You had one job.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to wish happy trails to our former excited fan.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm here. Oh, wait, I know what it's like. I'm still here." But Mr. Ninja Julian, I'm glad you brought up Miggs Mayfield and other episodes. I would be lying if I didn't say I enjoyed certain parts of The Mandalorian. Like, there were certain parts where I was in. I even liked episodes of the Book of Boba Fett where he pulled a couple episode 1 jokes out of the closet. I was like, "Oh, this is a good one. This is funny."
Yeah,
There's something about the character I like.
Once again, I love Mandalorian because Bill Burr was in it and he kept his Boston accent. Like, they didn't try to change it or make him change it, whatever. He just sounds like that in the fucking episode.
Yep.
Oh man.
We will be watching Kenobi, at least the first episode, so make sure you guys are subscribed here on the channel for that content. And go back and check out our Ghostbusters video from a couple days ago about Paul Feig. Here at the channel, I've been getting prepared to work on some more stuff. I've just been doing Wokebusters pages, finished up the movie storyboard gig, and we're back to taking care of business. So be prepared for more WCBS stuff.
You wanted the best, you got the best.
Kiss, the hottest band in the world. I wish we were
talking about it.
I know. Look, we're cool, but we're not as cool as Kiss was.
I would take Kiss money right now. If somebody came along and said, "We're going to pay you Kiss money to do your podcast," be like, sold.
Dude, we'll change the name to Kiss My Black Ass. It'll be the perfect name of the show. Next week's episode, Kiss My Black Ass. And it's all about music. All we do is talk about our favorite Kiss songs like Dr. Love and Love Gun and I Was Made for Loving You.
Lick it up.
Oh, they're hugs and kisses.
And then fucking Gene Simmons sues us.
He's like, I'm in on the joke, guys, but yeah, sorry. Thanks.
Yeah, he seems
Thanks,
like that kind. He seems like that kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
Dion's
would-
still
he would
asleep.
Definitely, yeah, he would definitely sue us for doing that because he likes money a lot, and that's why there's like Kiss branded everything.
You don't want the Kiss branded coffin?
No, I mean, and the thing, the kick in the dick about that is there's somebody that's gonna buy that or has bought that, or else they wouldn't be trying to sell it.
God, the man's 72 years old. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, the Kiss casket.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I knew it was a thing.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
No, that's a real fucking thing because they would joke about it on fucking Howard Stern a lot back in the day.
That's
ridiculous. You could definitely get yourself a Kiss casket. I didn't realize it was called the Kiss casket. It's like not an urban legend. It's just a thing we talk about as a joke. But here you go, folks. Look at it for a moment.
Mm-hmm. That's the Kiss casket.
Oh wow, that's holy shit. That's a thing. That's crazy. Oh man,
it is. I'll take 2.
Okay,
Jesse, we're getting Kiss caskets. We're not getting put in them. We're just getting them for
That was the worst. That was the worst. Babe, we're getting caskets. What?
Yeah, we're getting Kiss caskets. No, we're not going to get put in them. You had to preface that you're not going to be buried in the actual Kiss casket.
You had to. First of all, that's the worst thing to say to anybody. Hey, bro, we're getting caskets. What?
Well, it's like that episode of King of the Hill where, Hank was making his and Peggy's coffins in the fucking garage.
I love that episode so much.
It's heartwarming. It's a family. I bet Nick Offerman usually.
That's Bobby's 13th birthday, where Peggy is all dejected because he doesn't want Peggy at the birthday party. And Peggy's like, kids love me. I'm cool. So she goes down to the local rec center and becomes a DJ. And she's like, I'm going to do that. I'm DJ Peggy Hill. Like, that was a great episode.
Yep.
Oh my God. Jesse, we're going to watch that one later.
That was fucking hilarious. Hey, we're getting coffins.
We should
Holy shit.
We should not have WCBS branded coffins at all, but we should make fun of the fact that there's a $5,000 Kiss casket available right now on eBay.
Oh my God.
We could do WCBS urns.
There you go. Kind of in between,
And they look like beer cans.
We earn high praise. Is that what you just said?
What?
Did you just say we earn high praise?
No, I said we should have WCBS urns, and they can look like beer cans.
That actually is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this way they're still affordable, so it's not a $5,000 fucking casket.
Well, the thing is, there's an asterisk underneath it, and it's like the WCBS beer can urn might actually be a real beer can. They just talk about what recycled from the finest metals from the Miller lot.
Yeah, we just stick one of our fucking stickers over like a Modelo can.
What makes it so special is that's a beer one of you guys have drank.
Oh, okay.
That's it's like people will spend way too much money for used panties and stuff. It's like, hey, spend way too much money to get buried in a can of beer that Jeff Hicks drank.
Spend eternity
you equated God damn it. You equated our beer can to used panties. God damn it.
Hey,
yeah, folks,
you're gonna sell them in a Japanese vending machine either way. So,
oh Jesus,
folks, if you would like to have your worldly remains, cremated and put into an empty beer can with our sticker on it, one that we drank ourselves personally and cleaned out. Don't worry, we're not gonna just. I mean, actually, no, it might actually hold better if it's fit. Anyway, so If you would like one of those, go ahead and put one in the chat, and we're doing some marketing right now.
And go to shopwcbs.com. Link is in the description below to grab the other WCBS merchandise. 2022 is the year we're taking over the top, boys. Be prepared.
Yeah. Get your official can earn.
I was thinking of that scene from The Big Lebowski. That was you remember how Walter got all he threw the ashes into the dude's face? I hope somebody buys one of our urns and it happens to them just like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would enjoy that. It would be appropriate.
I think it would be too.
What a good show. Now my brain's stuck on WCBS branded urns. God damn it, Nintendo.
Yeah, your brain is now stuck on the way that we can fucking market our channel, much like Kiss has marketed and merchandise every single fucking possible thing they could have.
So my favorite piece of Kiss merchandise is the film Detroit Rock City, which is essentially Kiss propaganda.
Yes.
I'm all on board. What we need is a Detroit Rock City style film of world-class bullshitters. Let's call up Adam Rifkin and see if we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Now, guys, we're going to check in with the audience first before we start talking about our next segment, because Amber Heard, she's at trial right now. We've been covering Amber Heard, Johnny Depp for what feels like an eternity. This is one of those few news topics that we always have followed. That, Alec Baldwin, some of the stuff now with Will Smith. We're an entertainment channel first. We don't really cover the news per se, but when we do, it's usually entertainment news that has something bigger. We don't like Kim Kardashian was seen out in public, or, oh my God, Kanye West is crazy. No, those are funny stories to lampoon in the opening, but these stories actually do set an important precedent. They reflect the society we live in. They reflect our culture, and they reflect on what people at a higher level can get away with because they're famous. So that's why we like to talk about these stories.
And it also reflects the massive disconnect they have with normal people. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People like Amber Heard are out of touch and scary.
Yeah.
Now, let's check in with the audience. Let me pull it back. Thank you, everyone who made this show a huge success so far. We are at our friend Valiant Renegade. Actually, Valiant Renegade, we're going to use this super chat to talk. We'll use this subject next. No, we'll wait. We'll read your super chat, then we'll do the DC stuff later. But Valiant Renegade says, Zaslav is leading the charge. Stay tuned. Warner Brothers is about to see some serious changes. Might take a couple of years to see in the public, but stay tuned. I'll have to do a breakdown on this from a business side. Great show, gang.
Oh, thank you.
Here, hand me that. So, guys, I am on location in Philadelphia right now with Jessie. We're at her parents' house. And so we're in the bedroom, and all of a sudden, you heard that kerfuffle in the background, the ruckus, if you will. As soon as we started talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, this fell off the wall. So, can't make this up. There's this weird-ass poster of Johnny Depp that was in Jessie's bedroom. So, this is what happens when you bring up Johnny Depp 3 times in a haunted house. The shit falls off the walls. Oh, God.
The Last Buccaneer, you say?
The Last Buccaneer.
Hold on, let's see what it says. On the path to Hollywood glory, Johnny Depp veered off course. So how did he tame his wild ways to become one of the world's most bankable leading men? Ooh, what a weird article to read today.
Also, Jesse had a thing for guys who were pirates who were guyliner.
That was my sister's. I liked Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
that's not an improvement, but okay.
Yeah, no, it isn't. It's not an improvement at all. That might be a downgrade, actually. That really might be a downgrade. Because what has Orlando Bloom done lately? Fucking nothing.
Mary Perry.
Wait, did he really marry Katy Perry?
Yeah, and had a baby with her.
Oh, good for him. He's banging her. That's next level.
There you go, so.
Yeah, but she was banging Russell Brand, so that's kind of that's like negates all that.
That really does.
Can't fix crazy.
Yeah, you can't unfuck somebody.
Amber
but
Heard.
I mean,
yeah, Johnny Depp fucked Amber Heard, so that's worse. So there you go.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
we're
made
not
African
defending
Child,
Johnny
and
Depp.
African Child is the worst album ever made.
African Child. Oh, God.
I was late to see Get Him to the Greek. I didn't see that movie until recently with Jesse, but I like it.
It's good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I'm not a big Orlando Bloom. I'm not a big Orlando Bloom fan, but I'm also not very big on Russell Brand either. I've hated him for a while.
Well, he was fun in those movies, and then he got once he was banging Katy Perry, everyone thought he had clout or something, and then he broke off and started making his own YouTube channel and doing some weird shit on there, and people apparently like what he has to say. Some of them, anyways.
I'm sorry, I got distracted eating a mini muffin. Excuse me.
Your hands are so big and the muffin's so small.
According to this, Orlando Bloom had a relationship with Kate Bosworth for a few years. Then he started going out with Australian supermodel Miranda Kerr for a few years, and now he's with Katy Perry. So
basically, he's like an upscale Pete Davidson. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of. He is a bit of a master swordsmith.
I mean, they had to train for Lord of the Rings, so I guess you never lose that.
He didn't use a sword in that. He was a broke dick version of Link in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Will Turner. There you go. I knew Bootstrap Bill. Yeah. I know Lord of the Rings. Okay, I know Pirates of the Caribbean better than I know Lord of the Rings. That's on record.
Well, Jeff also has a thing for Guyliner as well, apparently.
Yeah, Alice Cooper's my hero.
That's true. I've met him before. He's kind of a cool guy.
He taught me I know more about politics and Native American words thanks to Alice Cooper than anything in my formal education.
Oh my god!
Seriously. Thank you.
Yeah. Who could not have learned anything about that? Miliwake, which was Algonquin for the good land. Nick, did you know that, or did you? Not
I had no
care to
idea.
learn?
No clue at all. No clue at all. Learning for the first time right now.
Do you feel like a better person for having known that?
Yes, actually, I do.
Liar.
Oh my god. Is Steven awake? Nope.
No.
Okay. Moving on. Find out next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. World class bullshitters. So, Even to God says Will Smith won Best Actor for his performance in Simp Richard or King Simp. Well, tonight we have some Simp posters that are going to tie in with that very well.
Yeah.
Cesare Japan says, Jeff, he still haven't watched the 0091 box that I gave you, the anime female cyborg spy in an alternate Cold War era with boob guns. I do remember that very well, Cesare Japan.
Wow, so many things going on in that sentence.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there.
Now, the only reason I have not Cesare Japan is I did move. And when I moved across the country, I wasn't able to take everything with me. So that might be one.
You forgot the fucking boob guns, dude? Come on.
I forgot the boob guns. I wasn't even able to.
He moved across the country. Some things had to go to the burn barrel.
It's in my mom's house. It's still there. I didn't throw anything away.
Burn all your shit when you move. It's the only way to keep the people, your enemies, from finding any dirt on you.
By burning everything?
Yeah. Scorch earth, man. It's the only way to work it.
But then you don't have anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you do that, Kendo?
Well, you get all new stuff. So it's like, well, I got to go get all this new stuff because, some asshole burned all my other shit.
Yeah, you're the asshole that burned your own shit. Thank you, this is our Japan. TLJ Screwjob says, 1 amber, 1 in bed. 1 amber, 1 bed. Sorry, 1 amber, 1 bed. 1 amber, 1 bed. She's crazy as 2 girls.
Oh,
but
okay.
Was that supposed to be like a 2 ambers, 1 cup type thing?
Yeah, I messed it up. Sorry. I was eating the mini muffin again.
God damn it, Jeff. You and the mini muffins.
Look, they were repayment from Delta
I know,
Airlines.
I know they make your hands look giant, but come on now, okay?
They're actually regular sized muffins. He just thinks they're mini muffins. Like, oh, look, mini muffins. Like, nobody tell him.
So, TLJ Screwjob says, I don't know if it's just me, but seeing Gilbert Gottfried on an angry video game episode Angry Video Game Nerd episode, Legend of the Black Tiger. Even then didn't seem okay. He didn't seem okay. And this was 6 to 7 years ago, too. I saw that episode. No, I don't. No. So, here we are. Anyway,
you can direct people to his Instagram now if they want to hear it.
All right. No, but yeah, I remember that episode. Gilbert Gottfried just didn't look the same for a long time. And that's about it. I didn't think anything of it. And it's like, oh, and now he's dead. So I guess the illness has been that long.
I don't know. Hashtag never forget.
Darian217, thank you very much.
Sleepy, sleepy Dion. Rest easy. Buffalo Jeff will sing you a lullaby.
Nothing.
Nope.
Dead. Oh, one amber, one bed, one amber, one bed. Sorry, TLJ Screwjob. Now I get your reference. It's Lethal Weapon 2, folks. Yeah, Dion, you dumb son of a bitch. Wake up.
Listen, he's had a big day. He's the little tyke is tuckered out.
Yeah.
He works hard. I got to give him credit. He is a hardworking dude. He's like the Dusty Rhodes of world-class bullshitter. So, folks, if you know what that means, you know what that means. So, Dean Domino, thank you very much. He says, on Steam, found a game called Midnight Ghost Hunt in early access. 2 teams, Ghost Hunt and Ghost Hunters Bust. Could try it for the gaming channel.
Yeah. I've been following this one since it's been in beta. And I think they just now changed over. So yeah, it's taken them a couple of years to get out. And I remember playing the test version of it. And it was a lot of fun. So I'm sure they've improved some things. So yeah.
Well, Nick, if you want to take a point on bringing that to our attention, how we can download it and stuff, I would definitely play that on a stream. I'm all about.
I'll look it up, man.
I wanted to play that game, Aliens Fire Team, the one where it's like all 4 of us and we team up against xenomorphs. I think that would be fun to watch.
Hey, I still want to do the zombie one.
We can.
I forget the hell what it was called.
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. Thank you,
dude. Yeah. Anytime you guys are ready, I'm ready to play Back for Blood.
What are you doing Saturday?
Watching the Blues game at 1:00.
What are you doing after that?
Smoking a salmon and drinking some beer.
What are you doing after that?
Oh, nothing.
Is that what you?
Do you want to play Back for Blood then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah. Does a pig's pussy bet its hedge?
I mean, and to combine one that's even worse. Does a pig's pussy shit in the woods?
Yeah, right.
I hope not. Is it looking for
That's
truffles?
A problem.
I'm gonna move on.
Those aren't truffles.
But thank you, Dean Domino, for everything, and we're definitely gonna add that to our list. Darian 217.
I'm going to try to bother Kendo Saturday to play online with me.
When I get back
to Saturday, yeah,
man.
And
we'll set it up. We'll set it up.
All right, and real quick, Glade Riven broke Deep Rock Galactic. So this game, we should play this game too, because here's what you are. You're a dwarf. You're a certain class of dwarf. You get to pick it, and you get these gadgets, and your job is
called
to
little people. Kendo, Jesus.
No, in this game they're like a race of dwarfs. It's different. They're like, they're like Lord of the Rings dwarfs, not like midgets. So anyway, they launch you into like this core of this like planet, and your job is to pretty much like dig all these minerals and shit as like a quest, and then fight these like giant insects. It's fun. It sounds really stupid, but it's actually really fun.
All right, man. Yeah, I'll check it out then for sure.
I would play it. But Darian 217, thank you very much. Dutch Swede 576.
Love you, Dion.
Is he there?
No. Play the horse girls for him. See if he comes to.
No, he won't be able to. It's not gonna work.
He'll wake up and go immediately catatonic. It'll be great.
All right.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
No.
Dude, we need like 20 mannequins. We need like 20 mannequins next time we get together, so we can just leave him in bed and then just like have them all around him whenever he wakes up.
That would be hilarious.
And
He
then
will
videotape
die.
I have a mannequin bed.
and then just videotape him and just see what happens.
Yeah, he's gonna die. He will have a heart attack and a stroke all at the same time.
He'll be fine. He's a strong individual. It's okay.
He's my friend. He can handle it.
There you go. See,
he's handled worse.
I wasn't trying to say that that's not a good idea and it wouldn't be funny to do. I was just, saying what might happen, and then going ahead and saying, "Let's do it."
There you go.
It's a risk worth taking.
I am willing to take that risk myself. Now, our friend Cesario Japan sends a very generous $10 super chat. Thank you. He says, Rhonda Shear is doing a tribute to Gilbert Gottfried, seeing they co-hosted USA Up All Night for a bit. That brought back memories of movies like Hell Comes to Frogtown and the Bikini Car Wash.
Yep.
Yeah, it was kind of like Svengoolie, but on USA Network.
Rhonda Shear was much better looking than Svengoolie.
Oh,
well, yeah, but Svengoolie's funny.
Agreed. I would rather watch Svengoolie than Rhonda Shear was on the WWF for a minute, so she was cool.
Yeah.
But I'll check that out. I do love tributes. I love that we're bringing back. Let me rephrase it. There's a demand for the late night host. Joe Bob Briggs came back. They did The Last Drive-In. Nick, it broke Shudder. It was so popular, and I like that people.
And dude, he's coming back. I think he's coming back either this week or next week on a Friday, and he's doing like the 4th or 5th season of the show. Man, like it's insane. People love it. They show up for it. It's a good time. He shows crazy ass movies, and it's wonderful. Man. I love it.
Back when I was listening to Bloody Good Horror, which was this podcast that I was just so enamored by, and kind of the reason we have this podcast, it was during the return of Joe Bob, and like everyone was so excited. And I remember then recounting how it went down and how it crashed and how Shudder couldn't handle the demand. And it was a cool time. I like that.
And
that comes back.
Yeah, and actually, if you go to Darcy the Mail Girl's Twitter, and you go to the Patreon there, they have old episodes that she's like put up on Patreon for you to watch, like really old ones that she's had cleaned up and like remastered and stuff. So they're constantly making constantly building the archive.
Well, I have the Joe Bob Briggs action figure, so I would like to get more of those.
Dude, I think I have all. I think they have like some plushies that came out recently from Fright Rags. But I've got all the action figures that have come out from them so far, even the Christmas one where it's like 2 of them in the box together. So I'm gonna go see him in May. So I'm gonna have him like sign all that shit for me.
And we still can't get a single Axel Foley. That is ridiculous.
I agree. It's bullshit.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. Says Kendo inspired me. Is the one thing that people love more than seeing a hero to see the hero fall, fail, die trying? Now, that's a great line from Spider-Man, but that is a good question. I would like to think people don't, but deep down, I do think people want to see the hero fail, fall, and die trying. That's why the Green Goblin was interesting in that movie, because while Spider-Man is the hero we all need and deserve and whatever the hell that stupid sentence actually means, but there's a lot of truth to the Goblin, and that's why Spider-Man has to really assess what he's doing. Is the power and the responsibility that much, or is it worth it? That's one of those things where you need to take into account: will you be recognized for all your greatness, or will you be ostracized always? And I think people are always going to look for that.
Well, and also if you're the hero that wants to be given the praise and things like that, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it because you're selfish. If you're just the hero, if you're just the faceless hero, and you don't want anybody to know who you are, it's better for society in that way, because you're just saving people and you're doing your thing and moving on. And the only praise you get is the only praise that happens is like for the costume you're wearing. That's really it.
Yeah. So let's keep moving on. Joseph Bienowicz says Jeff, record Dion snoring, then add Buffalo Jeff saying things while snoring is going on. Just saying. I would do it. Let's see what it would sound like right now. Wake up, Dion.
Hey, yo, Doyne, the Lions won the Super Bowl. White women.
Okay. He's going to... Why would he wake up if he thinks the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl? Because in his dreamland, that's what's happening right now.
It does happen.
I don't know. Maybe because I think life imitates art. I don't know. I thought the white women thing would work, though.
Oh God, I'll never fucking forget
Achilles
that.
heel.
I will never fucking forget that. That was hilarious as shit. Oh God.
Yeah. So
Dion's gonna listen back to this.
he doesn't listen back at all. David Williams says, try to get Musk to buy Star Wars for you boys. He's crazy enough that it might work. Also, can I get an email to reach out to you about an idea? Well, yes, David Williams. It's worldclassbs@mail.com. The best mail.
.com.
And Kendo, just forward me David Williams' email. Folks, I did buy our names at WCBS and stuff like that, which we were going to implement soon. I keep forgetting to do it. It's like, oh, another week passed. Shit, we need this email account. Yeah, we still have another one, so no one notices. But yeah, I want to do that so we can have our own fan mail and end our episodes like that.
Yes, and you can send hate mail to Nick about all of his, racism and shit.
Yeah, if you hate, yeah, her too. And if you hate the sand like Nick does, maybe you found a buddy. Maybe you found Nick can start his anti-desert conspiracy theory email list.
Conspiracy theory email list. What the fuck? Is this 98? What happened?
Bro,
Nick,
you're about to enter a world.
Yeah.
A world of hurt right now. You're about to go back in time.
If you want to know what it was like to live in Appalachia, email Kendo.
I never lived in Appalachia, so I couldn't really tell you. So I'll do my best to try to paint you as good of a picture as possible that's going to be horrifically inaccurate. It'll pretty much just be like there is a bunch of rednecks and hillbillies, and the end.
I mean, that's not terrible.
I mean, it's more accurate. It's more accurate than you portray it.
Just going on my hunch.
Yeah,
I got an idea
just saying.
For an apple.
Just saying, I've lived in the South my entire life. You're not far off.
We should do this for the Appalachian Board of Travel. So have you guys ever seen those Pure Michigan ads?
Yes.
Oh God.
We'll get Buffalo Jeff.
Water. It can be in the bottle we grab as we rush out the door to work. Or it can be the waves lapping on the shore outside of our cabin window. Water can be the shower that goes cold on us every morning.
So, do you think people are going to go to Appalachia like that?
Probably not, but I mean, there are some weird people out there.
So basically, you're trying to make an advertisement that looks like the introduction to Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, and here, listen to this. Is a real Michigan ad.
And sure, water can flood a basement, but it can also flood our minds with the memories of the greatest times we will ever know.
Jesus Christ.
That's not inaccurate. I've seen that ad.
Pure Michigan. Hundreds of crystal clear lakes, thousands of rivers and streams, and more freshwater coastline than any other state in the country.
All that's going to happen is that all the females who love to watch and listen to true crime podcasts and TV shows are just going to flock to Michigan. That's what's going to happen.
Dude,
that's exactly what's going to happen.
I need to be the voice actor for this campaign.
That's all that's going to happen. Every female who's ever watched or listened to a true crime podcast or TV show is going to flock to Michigan because of what you just did.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's like Crime Junkie all over again.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
You're welcome, internet.
Yep.
The internet is such a weird place, Nick.
It fucking is. It fucking is.
I love it though. Oh, Jesse Primer in the chat says Dion Avatar 2 just came out. Cough up that $100.
Yeah, buddy.
We're gonna hold him to it. Don't worry.
Oh, he'll pay. He'll pay. Don't worry.
Oh God, I
What a
know.
bet.
Yeah, I know the trailers. The trailer's coming out soon, and the movie's going to come out at the end of the year. Oh God,
that was such a
Should
dumb
take
bet
Dion.
too.
It was the worst bet ever made.
Yeah, actually, folks, anytime you see any type of trailer or anything for Avatar 2, just go ahead and post it in the fan page and tag Dion.
Yeah, and if you listen to us and you use Twitter, anytime Avatar 2 news comes out, tag World Class Bullshitters and tag Dion and say, hey, Dion, I told you so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is the world's worst bet. I want that on record. Dion, we love you, man. But come on.
Yeah, dude. What were you thinking? They were filming the fucking movie, and you made that bet.
At the time, they had a release date.
Yeah, it's a release date.
If it weren't for COVID, it would have been out already.
Yeah, COVID just delayed Dion paying $100. Now he's got to pay interest. Poor guy. Interest and inflation in these harsh economic times. Dion, you're gonna owe like $1.25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
it'll
Jesse
never
was
end.
smart, Jesse was smart. She'd be charging him points on it.
One Bitcoin equals $39,000. Dion, I need 5 Bitcoins.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or you can just pay the VIG. That'll be okay. Just the interest on it.
Jeez. Well, I mean, I know there's supposed to be like 5 more Avatar movie coming out, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
It's going to be an Avatar to 2020s, boys.
I'm excited to see none of those movies.
No,
I don't plan on watching. I've still never watched the first one.
Lucky you.
I've seen bits and pieces when I've ever been to places where people are watching it, but I'm just like, I don't need to see, Dances with Wolves, but with blue people.
It's basically Dances with Wolves in space.
Yeah.
That's why you love The Mandalorian. Or sorry, Book of Boba Fett, Nick, because it's like Dances with Wolves in the desert. Am I wrong?
I hate
were
the
starting to
desert
twitch.
so much. I fucking hate the desert so
Hey,
much.
folks, if you ever want to know what happens to Nick when you talk about the desert, imagine that scene in the Thriller video when Michael Jackson starts to twitch a little. Like, that's Nick's face at first. He does the little Michael Jackson twitch, and then he rages out like the Incredible Hulk. It's great. So if you want to troll Nick, do it in person.
Oh, yeah, because that's safe. That's safe.
It's not?
Well, folks, I would actually like to take this opportunity to let everybody know that we will be broadcasting live from the Mojave Desert sometime in the near future.
Well, whenever you do that, I'm not going to be there that day. I'm busy that day.
I mean, you could have. I was in the desert yesterday. I went to the Painted Desert.
I saw the photos.
Yeah, your field trip, yes.
Yeah. I mean, how many field trips? There's only so many goddamn field trips you can take to the Science Center or the damn Arch. This time I got to go to the Painted Desert, so I was happy.
Hey, Kendo, what you should do is we should start a WCBS travel Instagram and post shit like that, and then just tell people to follow us on our WCBS travel Instagram.
Yeah. Everyone's like, man, all these pictures are of New Mexico and Arizona. What the hell? And there's a random welcome to Oklahoma sign. Be like, I was driving home that day.
I'll add all the rest.
Hope you guys love these pictures of Amarillo, Texas again.
My favorite part of the state. Oh, Dion, we wish you were awake. Now let's start talking about the next topic. Yes, let me pull up the list. Here we are. The Amber Heard trial. Dion, are you awake for this one? Because I feel like you should be awake. No, he's unmuted, so he's just not. He's not there anymore. All right. So, guys, tonight we've talked about a bunch of topics. We even teased Amber Heard's trial, but it's official. It's going on right now, and there's all sorts of interesting tidbits. Have you guys seen anything that has piqued your interest or caught your attention so far, Nick or Kendo?
I did see that. I think, what was it, like Johnny Depp's manager, which is his sister or whatever, was talking about Amber Heard and trying to be, just trying to tell the court what's really going on and stuff like that. There was a woman trying to defend Amber Heard. He's like, oh yeah, she had the hair pulled out and a bruise on her both her eyes are black and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, that could have been makeup. I mean, we know that she was fucking around with James Franco, and that her makeup artist like were faking were supposedly or maybe allegedly faking some of the bruises that she had. So
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it is fucked up.
Well, there's news
I
that
think there were pictures too of like shortly after where all of a sudden a lot of the bruises were gone.
yeah, there was like they could prove that was all the makeup. I remember that story being like, oh, she's faking.
That's what it was. Yeah, because like they had the pictures were really blurry, like they were crappy cell phone pictures or something, or Polaroids or whatever of the bruises, and then all of a sudden like the next day or in some quick amount of time they were gone.
I mean, she's just got a high platelet count. Maybe she's lucky. I don't know, but
okay, sure.
Yeah, I would never play devil's advocate for that person. So
no,
she is. So there's new news. The Amber Heard Johnny Depp marriage counselor says there was mutual abuse over the course of their marriage. It's going to get ugly. Now, I'm not going to spend every week covering this.
Well, and even then, like abuse is a blanket term. It could be verbal, it could be physical, it could be a lot of things we don't know.
Yeah, and if you really want,
exactly.
But you guys should check out. I think Andy Signore is going to have some of the better coverage of it because he covers a lot of the big celebrity stuff and does it well, does it quickly. But here, what I want to pose to you guys is, this isn't going to end well for anyone. Who do you think is going to come out the better of the damaged two parties? Johnny Depp or Amber Heard?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say Amber. I think she's going to come out better for it because, Hollywood and, Hollywood and, their female empowerment and all that other stuff, they're going to still side with her because, that's Hollywood. And they're going to shun him for a little bit longer, maybe another couple of years or maybe longer, whatever. And then eventually he'll, work his way back.
Yeah, I was going to say Amber Heard too, just because for some reason we live in this backwards society.
Use your words, teacher.
I'm not an English teacher. We live in this,
thank God,
this ass backwards society that thinks that, she's a woman, so she's automatically the victim. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Sometimes, they can be the bad guy. But no, she'll be fine because if there was any inclination as to them, not being on her side for all this, she would have lost jobs. She would have had problems. She would have gotten the bad publicity. Instead, Johnny Depp has gotten all of that stuff. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one who got kicked out of what is it? The pre-Harry Potter stuff for those movies, the Intelligent Beasts or whatever the hell it is. I don't fucking know. And she still had her same role in Aquaman 2. So
yeah, and good for Warner Brothers, right? Like the right thing to do is
they're definitely a company of principles.
Yeah, they have Ezra and they have Amber Heard. That's fucking good right there. Yeah, they're really gonna they're doing a good job over there.
Dude, I just want to commend DC on their casting of the Justice League. I mean, look, that's it. That you're getting more and more wonderfully diverse people over there on the Justice League. One is a psycho, and the other one is a psycho. Yeah, thanks.
The only well-adjusted one is Jason Momoa. There's no problem there with him.
Or Henry Cavill.
Or Henry. Oh, that's true. Or Henry Cavill. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, those guys are okay.
Yeah, they're fine. But everybody else is like.
I wish Ben Affleck seemed cool. He just seems like annoyed by everything. He's like Harrison Ford. It's like, oh great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now he's getting remarried to his ex-wife, so that should be fun.
Yeah, but it's J-Lo, so good for him. That's got to be exciting as shit.
Hey, I mean, J-Lo's got more rings in the last decade than any other sports team.
Yeah,
dude, she's trying to collect rings like fucking Thanos. Okay.
Yeah,
her Infinity Gauntlet.
She's trying to get her Infinity Gauntlet going. All right.
Yeah, her marriage ring gauntlet. She just fucking every time she gets another one, she just fucking plugs it in, powers up even harder.
Yep.
That's why she doesn't age.
Yeah, exactly.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Exactly.
It keeps her face young and her ass perfect. That's the J-Lo magic.
Yep.
Do you think who do you think she's going to go to next after Ben Affleck?
I don't know. She seems to like the Latin sports stars or singers a little bit, so she might go that route.
I was gonna say Owen Wilson because they did that fucking Getting Married movie. So then there's gonna be like a little life imitating art type shit. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna marry Ben Affleck. That's gonna get involved.
Owen Wilson's a little too clean for her. He hasn't done anything questionable, so she may not go for that.
I mean,
all right. Upon further review, she's gonna get annulled from Ben Affleck within 3 months, and then go fuck Neymar. There we go. I'll give her that. And then he'll leave Paris to take a job working for like New York City FC, and then they'll break up, and he'll be like, "Fuck! I gave him all that money in Paris to come live in New York and pay." Well, no, they pay a lot of taxes in Paris, and he's still not winning the Champions League. Fuck him.
There you go.
This whole situation, though, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is very ugly, and yeah, that's really all there is to say, I guess, right, guys? We'll keep following this. We'll follow this like we followed Alec Baldwin, and we'll follow this like we followed the Will Smith stuff.
Well, hopefully nobody gets shot in this one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It seems
like Amber is working her way up to that. We don't know. We don't know.
Well, there is a thing called escalation, and that I would say that her behavior towards Johnny Depp would fulfill that whole escalation thing. It seemed to be getting more violent.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I really do hope they find her guilty and find him innocent, and it works out. But who the fuck knows?
I mean, I've never heard a story of, and I could be wrong, but I don't know stories of Amber Heard going to hospitals dressed up as Mira as much as I hear countless stories of Johnny Depp going around the world as Captain Jack Sparrow, going to see all these sick kids, and he's done it for years and years and years. So, like, let's just remember what people do all the time too.
That's true. That's true.
So let's check in with the audience, and then we'll talk more about this DC game changer. Kendo, pick a number, please.
15.
15. All right. Where does number 15 take us?
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
Nice.
Not only does Sean Bean die and all of his properties, he gets gnarly deaths too. If it was just like, oh, he died, he got shot, he fell off a cliff. Okay, that's one thing. Nah, man, he gets his head chopped off. He gets dropped to his death, and then a giant satellite dish burns and explodes and crushes him to death. Like, he always goes out in gnarly ways.
Well, Equilibrium, he kind of goes down in a subtle way when Batman shoots him in the face through a book.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Well, yeah, it is. It's kind of subtle.
Well, in terms of Sean Bean deaths, it's fairly,
true. That's true.
Mundane.
That's true. Yeah.
Now,
He got slow motion for that death.
yeah, slow motion deaths are important. TLJ Screwjob has a request, and I think we can oblige. Dion snoring reminds me. Can we get a recreation of Jeff snoring during that one movie commentary?
Oh, okay. So we were doing a double feature.
And also you have to understand, Jeff will used to, I don't know if he's done it recently, but we'll be like, hey, I'll be back in a second, and then just never fucking show up again.
Yeah, there's always that. Anytime he says I'll be back or I'll be back, I gotta go to the bathroom, that means he ain't coming back. So
yeah, we have to suffer and finish out the thing, and then eventually he'll show up and cut it off. So
yeah, so to set the stage for all the new people that may have just joined us since we told the story of the last, this was our first big Patreon thing. We were going to do a double feature commentary of The Force Awakens and Ghostbusters 2016. And needless to say, We went hard in the paint during the first one because it was that bad that Jeff did not make it. We got started on the second movie, and he was out pretty quick. Now, the problem is he also had his air conditioner running. and so we did.
So either he left and the air was still running through the in front of the mic or something like that, but all you heard was just.
Yeah, it was.
That
we would be talking everything. All of a sudden, Jeff's mic would just cut in and be like, and we're like, Jeff. And you're like, God damn it. And we're all trying to call him. Like, we're blowing his phone up. Like,
yeah.
AT&T's probably going, what the fuck is happening? That's a terrorist thing. And it's like, it sounded like you were in a wind tunnel with a helicopter. And it was just like, it's like, so somehow or another, we figured out a way to cut that off. But then Nick also fell asleep. So, like, Dion and I were the only ones that made it through Ghostbusters 2016.
God.
And then Jeff left the thing running because then Nick just randomly wakes up out of nowhere like 10 minutes later. It's magical.
Yeah. I just I was passed the fuck out of my seat and head back on my computer chair, and all of a sudden I wake up and I was like, hello, and then just cut the fucking thing.
Now, folks, if you want to hear this, what happened, the way it went down is accurate to Kendo, but I get up the next morning and I had left the screen on. So the way we used to record was over Skype, and then I would have the MP3 recorder record it, and then I would open it in Audacity and edit it. And so I'm looking at the file, I was going to split it in half. And so I look at the Star Wars part, copy it over to its own thing. And I look at the Ghostbusters one, and all of a sudden I just see this sound bar that's like a solid. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, oh God, this was earlier back in the day too, when I was, we were newer to the channel, didn't know exactly how to work around all this shit. And I just hear over everything. And I'm like, oh no, who's going to listen to this? Who's going to be able to sit and tolerate this for 2 hours? Luckily, I was able to take that out of the stream completely. And so when you go back and you listen to it on Patreon, you're going to hear, the movie and stuff in the background of Nick and Kendo. And then you're going to hear, God damn it, Jeff, can you turn off your air conditioner?
Yeah.
And there's nothing. You won't hear a single sound. But the greatest part of all of it is at the very end, Nick had fallen asleep. Everything that Kendo said was true. But you hear,
is it over?
And then you hear the Skype sound, and I left all of that in. So,
yeah, because I was passed the fuck out, and then I walked like the 3 feet to my fucking bed and passed out.
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
Yeah, that was our first trip down Patreon lane. That was the first thing we did for Patreon. We did the double feature. Force Awakens,
and then we learned to pace ourselves during those fucking things.
Right? Yeah, because like I said, we broke from the gate really hard. And we made a big deal out of it. I was shopping that day for groceries. We were gonna have it was like, oh yeah, let's get a bunch of food, and we're all living in 4 very separate locations, but we're planning this out to where we're all talking, communicating throughout the day. I'm like, yeah, I got taquitos and toasted ravioli, and I got a case of this. And Jeff's like, I got a case of Yingling, and I forgot what he bought. And it's just like we were excited to do this, and then we started doing it and realized this was a bad idea. It's like, wait, this movie's terrible, and we got to watch the other one after this. Oh, how are we gonna make it through this? We didn't. We did, but it's.
Also, I do. If you are going to subscribe to Patreon and listen to the old stuff, please listen to the Halloween, the Rob Zombie Halloween ones. Please listen to those. Those were so much fun to do.
Oh God, those movies don't.
No, yeah. I mean, you hadn't seen them, and you wanted out. You wanted out after the first one, which I completely agree was, the first one was horrible, and we should have let you go. But
that shit was on me too, because I even said the people want us to watch these Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah,
you guys don't want to do it. I've never seen them before. Fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah,
because you're like, well, we can get your actual real live in real time reaction to these movies. I was done after about an hour of the first one. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. How I made it to the White Horse, I don't know, but I literally wish that I could get a surgery to remove that part of my brain, so I would never remember that movie, either of them.
Yeah, man.
Breadman Productions, that's awesome. Hashtag release the wind tunnel cut.
It's like her own Snyder cut. I mean, it's lore, but I don't know anybody that want to sit there and listen to it because I didn't even want to listen to it. And I was on the stream.
Yeah, it was something.
It made it hard to have conversations. It's like I'm trying to talk to these guys about this movie and riff on it about how bad it is, but it's like we're doing it in a wind turbine.
Oh man,
that's my favorite place to live.
Yeah, it's like coming to you live from the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, either you would hear the fucking wind turbine, or there would be cars going on outside.
Yeah, we'd get the occasional motorcycle noise to take away the.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Or every now and again, like a car alarm would go off in the background, and you would hear it, like you could tell how far it was away from how it came through the fucking.
It was the original Family.
Yeah, I lived in a rough neighborhood,
of Cincinnati.
They were mean streets. Lots of shit happened. We were robbed multiple times. It sucked. Now, where were we with the audience? Because get this picture of Brie Larson off my screen. Yeah, Nick, your wife is just hideous. No,
yeah.
Xavier to God. Oh, go ahead. Tell me more.
I was like, it happens.
Does she have a tail? I heard that's true.
Yeah, Satan gave it to her.
Oh, is it red or is it like fleshy colored like the rest of her?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right. Oh, it's pink. Okay, tell me off air. Xavier to God. Thank you very much. Anyone excited for Clerks 3? I am, since I watched both films a month ago and I love the first two and enjoy two, or the first film and enjoy two. Well, it's, Nick, you and I have a very complicated relationship with Kevin Smith. Kendo, you do too.
I do.
Yeah, we gave him a heart attack according to the folder holder.
It's true. Yeah, I'm a member of the channel on YouTube that caused him to have a heart attack.
That's what we got to do is we got to get on the DVD cover of Clerks 3. It like 2 thumbs up from the channel that gave Kevin Smith a heart attack. World Class Bullshitters. It's like, oh.
You know what? If we tweet him out, he might do that. He might
we should get it. If we had the money, we could get the producer credits. It'd be like from the channel that gave Kevin Smith a heart attack.
I mean, it's a Kevin Smith movie. It's not that expensive to get the producer credits on that.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not excited for Clerks 3 because I refuse to support the man anymore. The last good thing he did was I think Red State.
I like Red State quite a bit.
Yeah, like that's it. Everything else has been like too weird or too crazy or just too boring, and I just don't care. And if he's gonna and the only reason he's doing Clerks 3 now is because it's like, well, why? What does any Hollywood studio bring back old properties that people like because they want to make money? That's all it is. And I mean he's burned the bridges with people with like He-Man and shit like that, and he wants to bring. He was like, oh yeah, I'm doing Clerks 3. It's like nobody fucking cares, buddy. Nobody cares. It's too little, too late, and we don't care.
I am gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on Clerks 3 for one reason and one reason alone. The Jay and Silent Bob rebooted was actually pretty good. It wasn't
I forgot about
the best thing in the View Askewniverse by far. It was. I would not rate it higher than most of the other movies in the View Askewniverse. However, actually, I'd only rate it higher than Chasing Amy. But anyway,
yeah, because I tried watching the reboot and I could only get into it about 30 minutes, and I was like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah,
I could not get through it. I really couldn't.
Everything in that movie not involving the Ben Affleck love story was fantastic. The soliloquy about it's him writing a love story or something like that about an experience he had when he was a youth. I'm like, I don't care. Talk about the fucking guys doing drugs and hanging out beside the convenience store. That's what I want to talk. I want to watch that. But I will give, like I said, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because Jay and Silent Bob Rebooted was not that bad. I actually watched it. I remember not hating it. I've only ever watched it the one time. I would more than willing to watch it again. Way too heartfelt for my type or for my taste because I don't need that fucking sensitive shit in my life. But because everything he does in terms of the View Askew universe works and he does a good job with it, I'm willing to give it a shot.
I'm more in the camp Kendo on this one. I forgot how much I liked Jay and Silent Bob's reboot. Now, that being said, though, it is modern Kevin Smith, and there's still, put it like this. I've always considered the Clerks movies a little higher brow than the rest of the View Askew universe, where I know Clerks is his lowest budget, this, that, and the other. I've seen the movie dozens of times, know the movie in and out, but it's always been talked about in a different category. It's like Clerks is, how do I want to phrase it? Like in the Marvel universe, there's the Avengers and the X-Men, their own subline. Like in the View Askew universe, the Clerks, trilogy is going to be highly regarded compared to like Mallrats or other things. And so I just don't know if Kevin Smith has the ability to write on the deeper level that is required for Clerks, because Jay and Silent Bob is fun fluff. Even if you go back and look at Kevin Smith when he still had it back in the early 2000s with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, that is a more fun, fluffy movie with jokes. It doesn't have much to say. Kevin Smith really stopped having anything to say in the 90s. And so Clerks 2, while a really great film that I love very much, and it sometimes I like more than the original, didn't really have as much to say about society or the world or humanity or whatever you want to say as the first one. It really just had a lot to say about the deeper connection between Dante and Randall and their friendship. And so I don't think Kevin Smith has his finger on the pulse anymore. He got whisked away to Hollywood decades ago, and everything he touches now, there's an asterisk next to it because you're like, oh God, what happened? Like his He-Man is non grata. Nobody wants to touch that shit. His last other project, Yoga Hosers, that was crap. Tusk, all these weird projects that he's done as of late as he got deeper into drugs. I know Dante and Randall are his, and Jay and Silent Bob, those are his children, but like, I just don't know if he can deliver the Clerks caliber of entertainment that this movie needs. But I definitely think he can deliver whatever Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back needed, because he did that with the reboot. So I'll get that.
Yeah. You guys can review it. I'll just not watch it at all.
Deal.
Yeah. You'll probably secretly watch like Dion secretly watched Dark Fate.
47 times in a row.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That man's unbridled love for Dark Fate is sometimes disturbing.
Yeah,
but we all have our vices, whatever.
Yeah,
we don't judge
much.
Avocado toast.
Yeah, avocado toast. Nick, we're gonna use it to celebrate, buddy. Don't worry.
God damn it, Nick! You and your avocado toast.
So, thank you, Xavier to God. Here's your other super chat. Thank you for this one. He says, if you watch the DBZ movies, all the subversions have the rock soundtracks. My favorite being Cooler's Revenge. I don't know any of the specific movie music. I just know what Bruce Falconer would do for the main series. And that Dragon Ball Z theme, man, it gets you amped up. Like, it worked. It was like the Power Rangers music, Dragon Ball Z, Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad. It all worked. Just had these hard rock, heavy metal soundtracks. Got you amped up to watch something foreign. That was the secret. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. They had Tom Hanks narrate the commercial too. Is this for Pure Michigan or
no? That was Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah. I loved the.
Well, I'm about to say if they had Tom Hanks do the commercial, people would just start showing up. They start flocking there out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, that was Tim Allen that did the Pure Michigan commercials.
I showed those to Jessie the other night for the first time. She laughed her ass off.
Yeah,
we used to get them. We used to get those down in Cincinnati.
He's aired when we were in Michigan.
Yeah,
we aired when we were in Michigan. That's right.
Dude, we'd get them in St. Louis.
I kind of like them because they're so over the top.
They are. They're Which is funny. It's like it just shows you like the state of Michigan where they're so desperate for people to come there and hang out and visit. It's like, look, it seems like a nice place to go, and I've been there a few times. In fact, I lived there for like almost 2 years, but now I'm good.
Tell us how you really feel, Kendo.
If it wasn't for the fact that I have friends that live there, I probably would never go back to the Mitten.
Same here.
Fair enough.
If it wasn't for Dion, I'd never go back. Like, what is there in Michigan? Not much.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they got lakes. That's all nice and dandy. I mean, fucking Missouri has lakes. New Mexico doesn't.
No,
where's Tim Allen at? Hold on, crap. This isn't one with Tim Allen. I picked
no.
Yeah, I picked the one without Tim Allen. Great. Fuck. Tim Allen.
You had one job.
Matt Damon.
And this one
it
doesn't
begins with a slow dance of turning leaves. It crescendos in a trillion trees of flame.
Oh my God.
For the next several weeks, the curtain rises on nature's greatest show. As the 19 million acres of woods called Michigan slowly explode in a frenzy of color. The show plays along every stretch of highway and coastline. In every...
I would love to... I really don't...
If you bury a body out here, nobody will ever find it.
Correct.
Just watch Tim Allen do those lines.
Which lines do you want to watch Tim Allen do? All of them? I mean, that's how he got arrested back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That mugshot of him with the fucking mustache and the crazy hair is because
that's the most criminal part.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what was it, back in the 70s or 80s maybe? Yeah, it was because of coke.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Hanks did the Cleveland Guardians announcement commercial.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's good for him.
So that's where all the money went.
Yeah, they had to pay for Tom Hanks to tell you that, hey, folks, the Indians are now the Guardians. It's the same team. Don't be mad.
I mean, don't you really want Tom Hanks to give you bad news? Because I mean, he's a pretty nice guy. You know.
Yeah. That's actually kind of legit. To deliver this retarded news, we got Tom Hanks.
Yeah, look, if we were going to get hit by a giant meteorite, the government should just get Tom Hanks to say, hey, folks, it's over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we changed the name of your sports team. You have to throw away all that shit that you used to wear. Doesn't work anymore. You got to go buy new stuff. Go Guardians.
It would be Tom Hanks telling everybody, whatever, and then the camera pans out and it's like him in outer space as the world blows up. He's like, "Sorry, folks, I wasn't going to die with you."
No, him and the other billionaires are flying to Mars.
Tom Hanks isn't a billionaire.
No, but I mean, one of the billionaires might bring him along for entertainment, So
yeah, he's still technically one of the specials.
Yeah.
Yo, if I'm a billionaire that's gonna go take a celebrity with me, I'm not taking Tom Hanks. He's not he's a great actor, but you gotta get him in a movie. He's just a dude normally.
Well, to be fair.
Well, what if you take him with you and then you make him do the sequel to Castaway, but on Mars?
That's called The Martian.
No, Matt Damon didn't talk to a beach ball.
No. I think the celebrity, if Jeff were a billionaire, could bring a celebrity to Mars with him, it would be Alexander Daddario.
Yeah, that's actually an accurate statement. I withdraw my previous comment.
Well, just think. I mean, thinking with conventional rockets that we have now, it would be 9 months of transit, and then you're plopped on the planet. Then you have to live and repopulate the species. So,
you realize that two people aren't going to be able to repopulate the species, right?
There's more than one billionaire, Kendo. Jesus Christ.
They're going to try, though, Kendo. You got to believe in the human spirit.
I mean, you can, but at a certain point, everybody's going to be banging each other, and they're all related. And it's going to be like Arkansas, but on Mars. Jeff, do you really want that?
I don't want it here on Earth, so no, I don't want it. I don't want Space Arkansas. I want Arkansas.
Space Arkansas. Is that where the Martians come from? It's just inbred humans that have lived on another planet for too long?
Yeah, and then they invent time travel and they come back and tell us so like all that fucking ancient alien shit turns out they're just a bunch of inbred fucking spark and sauce.
Write that fucking idea down. I want that comic.
Yeah, aliens are just a bunch of fucking inbred people that we went and populated Mars with and created Space Arkansas.
I want
All right,
that
seriously,
fucking
write that
comic.
down. I'll make it into an anthology story.
I want that fucking story.
Yeah.
I can do it.
And,
Oh my
you know,
god.
1,000 years after colonizing Mars and, you know, being inbred to fuck, then they, you know, somehow stumble upon time travel on accident, by the way, and then go back to Earth and build the pyramids. But because everybody alive right now knows that the pyramids exist, we don't realize they were built by aliens from the future that are inbred to shit.
Spark and Saw. I just like the name. Should we have a Spark and Saw shirt on the channel?
Yes, Space Arkansas, and it's a bunch of fucking pictures of aliens with the big almond eyes and stuff, except for one's like really fucking droopy and they got like 3 teeth.
Spark and Saw. Dude, we should do Spark and Saw ads like Pure Michigan. Your journey begins in Spark and Spa.
Have you ever sat down and thought, man, my cousin's sister's a pretty woman? Then you belong in Spark and Saw.
Only 2 million miles from Earth.
Right. You can get on that spaceship and you can come visit Spark and Saw and you can see what it's like when you got us a handful of people all banging their relatives. It's okay because one day we're going to invent time travel.
Part of the story should be that their distance from Earth was the minimum amount that Earth would allow.
Unpure Spark and Saw.
Earth was like, you can have this planet, but it does need to be several million miles away. Thank you.
We're making this comic happen. Thank you, Lance. So, but thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Dutch Swede 576 has some interesting news, guys. The Last Jedi is going to be 5 years old this December.
Jeez.
Yeah, well,
we'll have a 5-year memorial.
Yeah,
I'll call Ethan. I'm like, hey man, let's get together to remember the Last Jedi 5 years later.
You know what we could do, Jeff? Depending on what day that falls on, and in terms of my vacation time of when there's certain classes not happening going on, so we could make that our Scottsdale, Arizona White Castle trip.
It would be Saturday the 17th.
Which would be the first day of Christmas break next year. Let's do it.
We'll sponsor.
Well, you really look forward to those vacations, don't you, Kendo?
Well, after having worked in an industry that vacation meant you had to work there for a while to earn said vacation, and then you had to take when nobody else could, including the holidays. Yes, I'm very much. I'm enjoying the fact that I have scheduled time off that I don't have to go and fucking run by anybody.
No. I am very happy that your job, gives you a lot of time off and you have, more free time and you get paid better and all kinds of good shit.
Every time I see a former coworker post on social media about hating the fact that they're working at night or on the weekends, I get a little firm downstairs, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah. Guess you don't do that no more.
Yeah,
fuck
man.
you guys. And I'm getting paid a lot more than you do.
Well, no, man, you were working your ass off for fucking nothing, and they didn't appreciate you, and that's bullshit.
That's right. That's why I moved to Bruce, Mexico.
Yep.
Sorry, it just always gets me. Xavier to God, thank you very much. Force Unleashed or Jedi Fallen Order? I'm going Force Unleashed.
Yeah, definitely Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Adam Wofford says, hey, I sent you an email at the new Hellfire Club. Let me check official emails. Kenda, you said you sent those over, right?
I sent over a couple earlier. Let me check it again to see if there's anything that's come through recently.
Yeah, Adam Wofford, let's see. Is that from you? That's Breadman Productions. Cool, we got those. Oh, okay. Here we go. Comic with the new Hellfire Club. What do we think? Let's check it out real quick. We'll share this for a brief moment. The first design looks okay from Ilyana Rasputin. Magic.
Nope. That's... Careful.
So we got this one right here. This one looks pretty cool. I wouldn't buy the action figure, but I don't hate this. This is Dr. Doom. What the fuck?
Dr. Doom of the United Kingdom? What's going on over there?
If Latveria, I don't know, if Latveria really had a style, would it be this?
Yeah.
It looks like Vega from Street Fighter.
Yeah, that stance is definitely Vega for sure.
She-Hulk. Her logo.
What? She-Hulk in Miami?
Yeah, she don't look like China.
She looks like I don't really have any. She looks like a buffed out Gloria Estefan. There you go. What the fuck? This is Gambit? Ew.
That was the.
What the hell's going on with Gambit?
I was gonna say that's the first Gloria Estefan reference since I don't know 2004, maybe.
Probably. What does Gambit look like? He just left Studio 54.
Yeah, he looks like he's been out raging.
He's been I don't know. He's been doing something.
All right, we got Black Widow. This looks okay.
Okay, this looks like Black Scorpion from the old days.
It's not overly offensive.
Do you remember the female Black Scorpion movies from the 90s?
No. I do. That does look like her.
Yeah.
It does look like shit. Oh, sorry, that's Waterworld. Havoc. This is fine. I don't like it though. It's like
based on the previous drawings we've seen, this is actually kind of boring.
Yeah, it's not. It's too conservative.
Yeah, that's super boring. Yeah.
Iceman.
What the fuck? Why is everybody like a suit or like something? What the hell's going on with that?
That looks nothing like Val Kilmer.
No. The Scarlet Witch looks cool. Her hair is infinity.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, fine.
I actually like that visual. I just wish it wasn't attached to a Marvel character. Spider-Man.
What the fuck? Is that Miles Morales?
So, it is Miles Morales because they only give black characters high tops in Marvel. It's like, how do you determine what characters for what audience? Well, look at their shoes. All of a sudden, Spider-Man now wears Jordans. That's
and that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up.
That's a bit racist, but okay.
Yeah, I was just. I'm not gonna make a video on it because I'm not that kind of guy. But I was like, I noticed that Marvel, and it's not like I'm offended or bothered in the slightest bit. I just like Marvel needs to do better, or they need to stop attributing certain traits just because this character's for this demographic. Well, we're gonna give them this high tops and this and that. It's like, I'm part of that demographic technically, and I don't like that shit. So who the fuck is this for?
Yeah. How can we let everybody know that this character is a person of color? Put him in basketball shoes. That'll do it. Perfect. Let's go to print.
Well, then he's gonna get into a fight at a basketball court. Then he's gonna have to move to Bel Air.
Any more of these bad boys? Nah, that was the last one. So thank you for sending those in. Some of them were whatever. Some of them were cool. Some of them were terrible. Look, it's just another Marvel book I'm excited not to buy. Ninja Lawyer Steve says, Nick, show us on each doll where the demographic touched you.
My OnlyFans address is
Whoa.
Oh shit. Speaking of addresses, let's put ours up real quick because we have one. Send us some stuff. We'll review it here on the channel. Wait, not Halloween versus Friday the 13th. Where is that? Shit. There we go. That's our address. WCBS Show, 14320 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 163, Sherman Oaks, California, 91423.
Yeah. Feel free to send Nick your hate mail and explain to him why you dislike the fact that he is a massive bigot.
And if you'd really like to help the channel, send Dion a lifetime supply of no dose, so he'll make every episode.
Or just baggies of cocaine, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Nicolas Cage can attest to the wonderful powers. So can Tim Allen.
Oh God!
Is that what Pure Michigan actually stands for? Pure Michigan Coke.
Baby.
Ninja Lawyer Steve, thank you though. TLJ Screwjob says, of course the white guy talks about innovation. Next he'll say that cotton gin was a good invention. Too soon?
I mean, it kind of was. It helped, expedite the process. And if anything, would have led to less people being forced into bondage because you needed less people to get the job done. But, fuck me for knowing history, right? You were just trying to get a good slam in there, weren't you?
Boom. Xavier to God, thank you very much for both of these. Generous Super Chat, he said the Oscars are a joke because George Lucas never won any for Star Wars, but Lord of the Rings got one. Well,
no, the Oscars have always been a joke, man. Like we learned, what is it, like 2 or 3 years ago, where like they're bought and paid for. They always are. So
I like to think that the big loss here, Xavier to God, is Annie Hall. This Woody Allen movie that nobody talks about and no one really gives a shit about anymore. Like Star Wars won pretty much every other big Oscar it was nominated for except Best Director and Best Picture. It should have won Best Picture. I mean, what other movie from that year was such a game changer? Saturday Night Fever, and that's not Annie Hall. So like, whatever. But that's just my Star Wars fan bias.
No, and it should have been him. I agree. But there were a lot of exposés done, I think, 2 or 3 years ago about the process of getting an Oscar and being nominated and like all this other stuff. And it was basically you bought the judges, you bought them out, and then you were guaranteed getting a statue at the end of the night. And the fact that the fact that people still give it clout and give it prestige and say that, oh, this movie was nominated for so many Oscars, we have to watch it, is complete and utter bullshit. Like that trophy and that award means nothing these days. I'm sorry, but it means absolutely dog shit.
But I completely agree. Star Wars should have won, and Lord of the Rings should never have won anything.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry should have won more Oscars. All 12 of them should have gone to him. Thanks, God. Dion. Xavier to God also sends in another $10 super chat. He says, you guys were talking about Spider-Man 4, and I just want to say, most people I know and the casual fans don't call Tobey Maguire by his name. They call him Spider-Man, unlike Tom or Andrew. Well, I like that. He's Spider-Man in my head. When I usually think of a Tobey Maguire role, it's like, oh, Spider-Man. Oh, everything else I've seen him in. Pleasantville, Brothers, other stuff. I can't think of. Oh, wait. He's in Tropic Thunder. He plays the gay priest.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
That's a good one. Xavier to God, real quick. This is on Spider-Man. They just announced that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure is going to come out next year from Hasbro. So the surprise of No Way Home really had to go like deep in the merchandising stuff, like all those fake images that people had to make. Like the real merchandise won't be out for another calendar year. So it's exciting to see where it goes. Today, even though I'm not at home, I got an email notification that my copy of No Way Home arrived. So I'll go home to No Way Home and a Spider-Man Hot Toys doll. I'm excited.
Nice.
But yeah, to jump on your point though about him being known as the other actors being known by their names, I understand that Andrew Garfield means something to a lot of people, but let's be honest, he wasn't that popular. His movies didn't hit that big, and there was a lot of anti-Andrew Garfield sentiment. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was shit on when it came out. It sucks as a movie. Like it's not.
Don't you love that the web that he was trying to get Gwen Stacy with and turn into a hand? Yeah, don't you love that so much? Wasn't that so a good artistic choice for that movie?
Folks, if you want to hear us shit on that movie and The Amazing Spider-Man, check out Patreon, because we did.
Yeah. That was a fan request from listener Justin D. Yeah. Still listens to the show, so that's cool. Now, jumping on the point though about that, I don't take great pleasure in shitting on Andrew Garfield to try to like dump on anybody that likes it, but I just want to be realistic. Like back then, nobody wanted it. It wasn't like it was this masterpiece that nobody appreciated. Like it made $700 million, which was considered a failure because it needed to make more. It wasn't loved or even liked. It was trying to set up too many sequels. Like the lens of time does not make the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies any better. His performance might be better, but the movies themselves were always the Sony corporate product to hold on to rights, to further properties. Like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not any better than a movie like Morbius. It's not any better than the lowest of the lows from the MCU. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I love the character. It dictated what I do for a career choice, but I mean, I got to be honest about it. Even Spider-Man 3 didn't have the negative effect. And remember, folks, remember this, and this is not old. This is very modern. There is a very popular video that came out the day that the rights from Sony reverted back to Marvel. There were videos of people cheering at conventions, at live events, in the streets. If Andrew Garfield was so beloved as Spider-Man and his movies were truly beloved, why did tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people on video cheer when the rights reverted back to Spider-Man? And why did everyone willingly and excitingly go support Tom Holland? Because Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies weren't liked. He wasn't liked. He wasn't loved. If you liked him, cool, have fun with it. But just remember, like, there's a reason why history isn't going to touch The Amazing Spider-Man 3. And there's a reason why history is going to remember those movies a certain way, because they were that way, and they're only 7 years ago. Like, let's not forget all that stuff. I think time is kinder to the Maguire ones because Spider-Man 1 and 2 are truly great. People tried to shit on them to build up the Andrew Garfield movies for years. It didn't work. Spider-Man 3 is a bad movie, but Spider-Man 1 and 2 are not. They're great. And so they stuck. They stood up, they stood the test of time. Not so much Andrew Garfield. So there you go.
And to add to that, when No Way Home was coming out and the leaks and the rumors about the other Spider-Man being in the movie, no one fucking ran around with a raging boner screaming like, "Oh my God, Andrew Garfield's going to be back playing Spider-Man." It was, holy shit, Toby's going to be back? Oh, fuck, I hope so.
Yeah, that's 100% true. It's funny to see what lasts the test of time and like stays in the lexicon and the pop culture stuff and what kind of fades away. Like we talk about Avatar. Avatar made a bunch of money, but nobody gives a shit about it. They even made Disney made part of it their park, and like nobody cares. One of our favorite movies, The Thing, is is talked about more now than E.T. is.
Yep.
So I mean, it's all weird. It's all, I mean, like to affect pop culture. I mean, you really have to be great, and I mean, it may take a little while, but it'll permeate
Nick,
for sure.
Nick, that was actually a really great point because I'm thinking deeper about The Thing versus E.T. to the point where like E.T., this great in quotations movie, The Thing gets re-releases, it gets new merchandise. There's still
every
buzz about that.
like if you go on eBay and look at how many fucking releases there are of the Blu-ray version, through every fucking company, through Shout, through Sony, I mean through Arrow, through a bunch of companies, there's so many different releases of it. The soundtrack, there's even a fucking board game of it.
I want to see the numbers. Like seriously, I want to see how much ET brought in on home video versus how much The Thing brought in on home video. And people are going to go, "That's crazy to say that," but alone, like, look at this like this. I would like to see what Evil Dead versus another bigger mainstream movie brought in on home video, because those movies had so many countless releases. And The Thing, god damn, man, like you probably get 50 different releases of The Thing.
Yeah, for sure. Has to be, man. And I mean, I've got one of the Nitro Steel books. So, that's just one of them. I'm sure there's like once again another company's done more of them and all this stuff as well. I mean, they've released the board game recently. I think the last couple of years ago, which is actually really fun to play. But yeah, I mean that is that. I mean, yeah, it's taken a while and it was financially a failure. But it's a great movie. It's a wonderful movie. It's got a bunch. It's very suspenseful and. I think I think it has more to do with humanity than E.T. does.
Yeah. I'm taking a note about this. I got an idea for a video.
All right.
So up next is our friend Lance Aledo. Thank you very much, Lance. Lance says, I fixed it. God, that took long. Hail WCBS. Well, Lance, thank you very much. I saw the earlier thing about how the YouTube had blocked your first super chat. So thank you for supporting the channel, even though they're trying to be crazy. Lance again sends another one that says, for Miss Ninja Julian, a kind sir who led me to super chat, LOL. Well, Miss Ninja Julian, thank you for all the help you give the channel. And Lance, thank you again. Lance also says $2 for the It Was Me, Austin, which should be number 13. Well, sure, we'll give you that button, no problem. 1, 2, 13.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Anyway, Nick, guess what? All right, so I've got the list of best-selling films of all time on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. And guess what is number one?
What is number one?
The Lion King. It has sold 47.5 million copies on all formats.
I fucking believe that.
Yes. Now I was trying to find to get you a competition of The Thing versus ET. That ain't happening. But we're gonna try. But yes, the Lion King is actually the number one most best-selling movie of all time. Finding Nemo is second, which is surprising.
Man,
I've never seen that movie.
Finding Nemo? It's actually not that bad.
I'll give it a shot.
Dafoe's in it.
He's in some new like Norse mythology movie. I keep seeing a trailer for it. It looks interesting. If you have a chance, check out the trailer. Yeah.
Ooh.
Primer, thank you very much. I've got a theory. Dion doesn't actually fall asleep on air. He plays a cassette tape of him making snoring sounds, then goes off to watch Dark Fate.
I mean, I can believe that. I really can.
Yeah, because I mean, he does, because every now and again when we do a convention, he'll just randomly like not show up or leave. Like on a Saturday or Sunday, be like, I gotta go, man. My wife's calling me. And it's just like, oh, there must be a Michigan game on. Dion, if Michigan needed you that bad, you'd be playing on the team. Just saying.
I wish he was awake to hear that.
Damn, Nick dropping bombs tonight.
Yeah, fucking hit him where it hurts.
His heart. Thank you, Primer. Lance Alito, thank you, or Lance Elato, thank you again. At Miss Ninja Julian, if he didn't give me the knowledge of how to super chat, you'd never get my money, other than the Ghostbusters comic. LOL. Oh, you didn't put the LOL. I said that out loud. But thank you, Lance, for supporting that. Folks, like I said, I sent 4 more pages off to the colorist. I'm excited. I'm working on the climax of the story. There's a really cool visual coming out soon of the Stay Woke Trigglypuff Man that invokes King Kong. It scaled one of the buildings in downtown Portland, and that's where we have to fight it. Very, very much Ghostbusters, but remember, it's me. I wrote the story, I draw the story. I'm a pop culture guy. It permeates every aspect of my life. And if anyone's curious to what the story reads like, in a couple of days you'll find out because I'm going to put some of the text on there. But it's like an 80s comedy made as a comic book. Think of it like that. It's got over-the-top jokes. It's funny. It's not really worried about being safe. There are boobs in it now, so there you go. You saw that, Nick.
Yeah. I was like, oh, boobs, great, awesome.
All right, Nick. So I've got some bad news. The Thing, in terms of Blu-ray sales, has amounted about 15 million. Et has gotten 12, 15, 18, 20 million in Blu-ray sales. And then I couldn't find a good home video thing, but in terms of DVD sales, The Thing I couldn't find that, but each time Et was released, it seems like on DVD, it was pulling in about 20 million in sales. So I think you might have lost that one there, bud. But The Thing is a far better movie than Et. I would much rather watch The Thing.
Yeah, and I would rather buy 12 more Steelbook and Blu-ray copies and 4K copies of The Thing.
Folks, if you want to help Nick win this very personal war that he's all of a sudden subscribed to, Go out and buy as many copies of The Thing as you can, and then just mail them to them.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's better than Dark Fate.
And if you send them to the P.O. box, I'm going to keep a couple.
Yeah. And then
damn
send,
right. Actually,
send a couple over here.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. Definitely. Definitely.
Primer. Thank you very much. He says, Dion, if you love Zack Snyder, don't say anything. Well,
your secret's safe with us.
Yeah. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. If Dion loves Dark Fate, he won't say anything. Enrique Vasquez says he and arr. Well, thank you, Enrique Vasquez. Modalicious, your audio fail sounds like the most exciting part of Ghostbusters 2016.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah, we went hard in the paint for that first one, man.
Yeah, we should never have done a double feature of movies that bad.
No. There's no booze that'll make them good.
We found that out doing fucking the extended version of Superman. Batman v Superman, and we just
was terrible.
Yeah, because we drank and we're just like, this isn't getting any better.
It didn't. Xavier to God, thank you very much. He says, DBZ, Rock of the Dragon or Dragon Soul? Well, I didn't realize that the other song's called Dragon Soul, so it wasn't Rock the Dragon. It was the one that goes da 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 da. The one that was on Cartoon Network, the opening theme, the one that would play as the narrator would go, as Goku stands on the planet of Namek, the planet's about to explode. What's going to happen? Find out in 12 episodes when Frieza finally transforms, or the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. The music that would play during that part. That was cool to me. Lance, thank you very much. He says, I have found a buddy in chat. Also, he is taking care of your chat as mod. Miss Ninja Julian, a true hero. LOL, you boys keep on keeping on. Seriously, though, subscribe to him as he does some anime coverage. Well, Lance, I didn't know that Miss Ninja Julian did content. I will go subscribe to his channel because he's a huge supporter of what we do here. And so I definitely want to pay it forward. So I'll definitely subscribe today. But Lance, thank you very much for all the support you've given the channel tonight. Our friend Modalicious says, bag of drugs in the mail. Yeah, that won't get you in trouble. That absolutely is not the exact scenario that got FPS Russia thrown in prison.
Well, that's why you postmarket the Dion from Dion, so that way he can deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're good friends, right?
Yeah. We'll stand by him.
We will.
Yeah,
guys, let's talk about.
We'll send him. We'll send him a cake with a nail file in it in prison. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll testify to his character in court and be like, Dion is a great guy. I don't know why he'd mail himself drugs though.
That seems stupid.
Yeah, he saw the movie. Yeah, that is a Dion thing to do. Guys, you want to hear the most Dion thing ever?
Sure.
We were at WrestleMania, and we landed at the airport, and Dion, we were all tired and hungry, and Dion really wanted to go get a drink. And so he's like, we're waiting for the rental car. And he's like, look, I'm going to take an Uber and then go to this bar and you come pick me up. And we go, all right, fine. And so he walks out, and about, I don't know, you count to 30, and here comes the guy, and he goes, your car's ready. So like, we try to get in contact with Dion, but there's just no way. So Dion, I'm going to go rush out because I'm thirsty. I need a drink. And then here comes the car. Another thing, we're at WrestleMania, and he orders a beer that they'll deliver to your seat. And he's like, all right, I ordered a drink. I'll be back. And he like left. I was like, what?
Breakfast, and he picked the location that was 30 miles away instead of 3.
Yeah, that was the Dion moment, but I love him.
That's our Dion.
How far is this? He's like, oh, it's like 25 more miles. I was like, I thought it was like 3 miles away. Nope. When Dion's driving.
So, guys, let's talk about this DC Comics merger. Not merger, excuse me, I misspoke. This DC Comic or DC Entertainment change, because it's going to be overhauled. Everything seems to be changing. Now, a few years ago, when Marvel did the MCU at the beginning, everyone was trying to copy the trend. Before that, DC was the king of the superhero movie. The Dark Knight changed everything. It was the game changer that they needed. DC films had been taken seriously enough. They were the king of the 90s, but the Marvel movies had really grabbed a foothold, in the early 2000s. But The Dark Knight had not only the luxury of being the first billion-dollar solo superhero film, it also had the luxury of constant critical praise, academic adulation. It was just a loved film across the board. And they have been looking for that high ever since. They have yet to reach it as they run for other trends like the shared universe, or they even fall in their own traps of making dark, gritty versions of things that aren't necessarily dark and gritty. But none of it's worked. We're finding out that the house that has Superman and Batman just can't get a foothold or can't get anything right with their shared universes. And so now, as Discovery is about to merge with Warner Media in a $43 billion deal, they're going to be changing some of the stuff for DC. So it's going to be turned into its own solidified content. They're going to treat it like Marvel Studios, essentially, boys.
Yeah, and from what I've heard in the article, that they're I think they're moving away from AT&T as well, and just becoming like their own company, because like AT&T is tired of dealing with them and trying to be a telecommunications company and also a content creator as well. So they're kind of like just tired of it. They kind of want to just do their own separate thing.
So before the merger closed, there's somebody, David Zaslav. He's looking for someone to essentially be DC Comics Kevin Feige, which we've said here on the channel for a long time. They need one person to get their shit together. I'm not here to sing the praises of Kevin Feige because Marvel's done enough ridiculous shit as of late. And I mean, as of late, like the last 4 years, they've been doing dumb shit after dumb shit. But there needs to be one coherent, unified vision, because Zack Snyder wasn't the guy.
No.
He just was never going to be that guy. If you were a Watchmen fan, you knew that he was never going to be that guy for DC. Once we watched Man of Steel and his butchering of Superman, well, then we clearly knew he wasn't going to be that guy. But if he was supposed to be that guy, then why didn't DC give him full control and full reins? They had other movies that didn't really fit. They were putting out non-tie-ins. Is this one connected? You shouldn't have to ask questions. It worked for Marvel when it was, oh, everything's connected. I wonder if they're ever going to run into Iron Man. Like, you always had hope. With DC, it's like, does this show tie in with this movie? Does it tie into the comic? Does it tie into the game? No, it really doesn't. It's like a crapshoot. Now it looks like they're finally trying to start this with essentially another reboot. But I want to ask you guys, do you think it's too late?
Yeah. But well, okay, it's too late for them to try to do the whole fucking shared universe thing. In fact, they should move away entirely from that, and just what they should do is do like single release movies very slowly. Don't do the Marvel thing where you release like 3 or 4 a fucking year. No. Do 1 or 2 a year. Make them good, make them fun, whatever, make them dark and gritty, but also make them R-rated. And don't make them dark in the sense of like, where I have to like, squint my eyes to see anything in the fucking frame. Like, don't do that. And also make them fucking coherent. Like, if you're gonna build a universe and do it slowly, then that's fine. But just give us something that isn't Marvel in this very like family friendly PG-13 max kind of bullshit. Like, I'm tired of that stuff. I'm tired of all that crap. I really am. Like, give me some rated R fucking shit. Give me some like Deadpool kind of stuff, like things like that.
Well, DC is doing that with Peacemaker.
Yeah, well, and then they've changed his sexuality all of a sudden out of nowhere, and as soon as they announced that, and like it also happened, it also happened with one like line he said in the second to last or third to last episode of the show, and I was like, oh, I know what the fuck they're doing right now. Like, you could hear it happening, and immediately I was put off by it. And I'm not going to watch season 2.
I'm hoping that even in the article here from Variety that we're pulling from, they're talking about how DC has kind of left money on the table in regards of Superman. You can say that there hasn't been a good Superman movie in our lifetimes. You could argue there hasn't been a good Superman movie ever, but I won't say that part. But I'll say that we're still lacking the great Superman movie. There's no conversation. Like, if you argue what's the greatest Superman movie, most people are going to say Superman 1 or 2, and even those movies have issues. Like, they come from an era that, well, they helped create a language that changed movie making, especially the superhero movie, but they're still of a time that's a lot slower, more deliberately paced. I'm not saying they're boring in any regard, but they're focused on things that aren't that great, if that makes sense. Like Superman 2 has a lot of dumb moments.
Yeah, but I mean, also like also for them to reboot everything again is going to be really jarring for everybody, because we got fucking Bat Pat. We're getting Michael Keaton as Batman and Flashpoint Paradox if that happens. We're getting a lot of other stuff as well, and it's just like we got the one off Joker movie, which is really good, but I'll never watch again. It was very artsy and very fun, but it was just not something I'm going to like buy or watch again. They need to have a cohesive vision for what they want to do exactly, instead of doing, artsy movie, then Marvel-esque movie, then this one, and then like weird one-offs and things like that. They need to like figure out if they're going to build a universe, do it, but do it slowly and do it in the rated R fashion that Marvel can't, because that's where the new money is, in that rated R adult stuff. People want that. Do that thing.
Well, they're always trying to find that way to make money from people our age, because we have the expendable income or the disposable income right now. And there's a reason why Deadpool became the highest rated or the highest grossing R-rated film ever.
Yeah.
Like you can, and I said this before, you can have that perfect balance. The way Marvel used to do it was their book line. You would have, let's say, Spider-Man and X-Men. They'd be for younger to, slightly young teenagers. They'd be fine into that. But then you could get the Punisher, but you could also get Punisher Max. Like, and you don't need to get rid of that. I'm not saying everything needs to be violent and bloody, but you can have, for me personally, the perfect marriage of that is let the movies be mainstream audience stuff, but put the stuff on Netflix as adult, like it used to be. Like, The Punisher, Daredevil, those were great. I liked having that as a counterbalance, because the Marvel universe is supposed to be like our world. And to create a fictional world that's nothing but sunshine and rainbows is kind of boring. The fact that they have a seedy underbelly, that they have these violent and terrible things that do happen in the real world, the fact that superheroes have to fight things like that, I think it makes the superheroes more honest. It makes them more interesting to see how... It's almost like a weird fantasy where it's like, well, what would a guy that can do all these things, how would he tackle our real world problem? I think that's another layer that makes superheroes interesting. I don't think that even needs to be in the kiddie version, but it should be in the adult version. And I think they should both be there.
Yeah, and I mean, I would be fine if they were to do like a whole unrated thing on just HBO Max or whatever. That'd be fine. If they were going to do like, shows like that, like, like Peacemaker and whatever. But the movies, I think, as well, need to be R, and not need to have a tone that is dark and gray, not just like the fucking visuals, because that's annoying when it's all dark and you can't make out shit. It's fucking annoying. But they need, that's the route they need to go, just so that they can once again like get our money, the disposable income from us, because honestly, I think we're over the Marvel, like the goody two shoes Marvel PG-13 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't want it anymore. We're done with it. It's like we had it. We had Endgame and Infinity War. Like, we're done. The only Marvel movie that's made any money recently is Spider-Man, Far From Home or whatever. The other 3 or 4 that came before it were bombs.
Yeah, dude. Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Black Widow were not that hot.
Nope.
Yeah.
And
I mean, out of 4 movies, you have 1 winner. That's really fucking bad. That's really fucking bad.
Yep. And there was a pandemic through all those movies, so don't anyone tell you, well, it was still in effect for Spider-Man. Don't act like the world was all fun.
I love it. I love that using that excuse. It's like, no, everybody came out to come watch this fucking movie. That tells you something right there.
Yep. That was an event. And you know what? I would bet you most people came out to see Tobey Maguire. They're like, hey,
dude, hey, man, me too. I was there for it, man. I was there for it.
What I really like about him is the fact that there's like people online know that he's just a nice guy to fans. Like, if you see him in public and you're like, oh my God, I loved you in Spider-Man and shit, like, he's known to be like, basically he takes on the role of Peter Parker for people. It's like, oh, you liked me? I'm going to just be as nice as I can.
Also, I think out of the 3 of them, he was the oldest, and he was kind of like the Obi-Wan of the 3 of them, and teaching, especially Tom, like, hey man, get your shit together.
I liked it. I want more of them.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Now, back to the DC thing. DC is going to bolster its approach to comic books. It's going to grow its approach to comic books, and it also wants to grow its gaming. They say under Walter Hamada, the previous CEO who took over for DC Films from John Berg in 2018, let's see, they wanted to achieve more consistency in terms of critical commercial reception to the company's movies. So he's there for a while. But Zaslav has pledged $3 billion into synergies that will newly merge the company to, whatever, that's not important. Anyway, he's going to spend money to refine DC's library of characters and control spending. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It sounds like they're going to mine DC for their most profitable things quickly. So hopefully it's going to be quality.
Well, and we know what that is. It's Batman, Superman, and I don't know,
Wonder Woman,
yeah. So you're just going to concentrate on those three characters that we already have things out for. That I mean, like we had Wonder Woman 84 that nobody cared for. Aquaman 2's coming out. We've had a Batman movie just come out. Superman has nothing coming out. So what are you going to do? Reboot Superman all over again and reboot the whole thing after Flashpoint Paradox and say, hey, we're going to do a Superman movie all over again now. It's like, oh, fuck, really? We just had this.
If they do it right, though, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Yes, that's true. They have to do it. They have to do it correctly. But you know, we don't know what this new guy. We don't know how good he is, and also like he's coming from the Discovery Channel stuff to DC or to Warner Brothers.
It's just the merger. Yeah, the DC and Discovery, or sorry, Warner Media and Discovery.
Yeah, which is weird. I didn't realize Discovery was that big of a company that it's causing this kind of thing. It's crazy.
Nor did I, but
yeah, man.
I'm almost positive I read an article that said they're going to merge HBO Max and Discovery. So we're just going to, if you have HBO Max, you're going to get a free, upgrade.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That means Shark Week's going to be on one channel on one place. Then it's going to be great.
Yeah, Shark Week's overrated.
We'll start watching it, Jesse.
Sure.
So, I don't think. Okay, let me rephrase that. I saw an article about the Batman making $700 million, and people said it was a failure. I don't think DC's in like any kind of dangerous position, but I think they're setting themselves up for a big disappointment with Black Adam. Now, I've seen the articles talking about reshoots. Every movie gets reshoots, of course, but I'm a huge fan of The Rock. He is banking on his name, and that's not enough. Some of these superhero movies, you're trying to milk this one. Like Shazam, I'm surprised they made a Shazam movie in the first place. Captain Marvel isn't what he used to be.
And that was really good, and I'm surprised they haven't done a part 2 yet, because that was actually a lot of fun.
I thought Shazam was a good one. Quite a good one, actually. I had fun. They did a great job casting the kid from It who played opposite to Zachary Levi. That was interesting. They were a really good duo. I'm sad they've taken so long to make a sequel because he's going to age up and it's not going to really work anymore. But Black Adam, look, The Rock is a big deal, but Black Adam's a shitty character. Not enough people are going to get hyped up for this movie. Like if you hear people go, "Oh, I'm hyped for The Rock. I'm hyped for The Rock." A lot of people go to see these movies based on like a superhero they know, if they're interconnected or this and that. Black Adam isn't something that's well known. Even in the comic book realm, he's not. We'll put it like this. Captain Marvel is not the upper echelon of popular comic book characters. He probably hasn't been as popular. He was more popular in the 40s than he ever was. And he hasn't been that relevant in a long time. Fuck. Captain Marvel for more people is from Marvel.
It's funny.
Comics
Captain Marvel is mentioned in West Side Story from what I remember.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they make some reference to like one of them reading the comic book of Captain Marvel at some point in the movie. It was really odd. I remember watching it recently and seeing this like, oh, that's interesting. So
did they say he looked like a bitch?
No, he's not. He's not Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah.
Did anyone give his wife a foot massage?
Well, Tony Rocky Horror Picture did, but you got thrown out of a window.
No, but this Black Adam movie, I think they're setting themselves up for failure, and I hope
do
that
too.
isn't the thing that's going to dictate what they do. This is just a bad project for an actor that I like, who should have been a superhero a long time ago. The Rock thinking, "Oh, I'm waiting for my prime role. Who's the best superhero for me to play?" Not Black Adam, dude. You're picking like the C. You're not. He's not even like he's a C-lister character or D-lister or whatever. He's Captain Shazam's biggest hero or villain.
Listen. Let the Rock be Superman and give him a wig. Just do that.
He honestly should have played Drax. I mean, as much as you want to say Batista did a good job, The Rock would have been perfect for that.
I think it'd have been funnier.
Yeah, it would have been a bit funnier. Yeah.
Now, do you think that The Rock could have taken a back seat in certain action scenes, or do you think it's an ego and too big of a star to actually have him, be in an ensemble piece like that?
I would like to think that he could handle being in an ensemble piece where they're like, "Look, you're gonna be in this, and we're gonna be, you're a focus at times. However, we've got this raccoon that is voiced by Bradley Cooper, but you'd never know it by listening to him talk." And Chris Pratt, or
I don't think he would take a backseat, because look at fucking Vin Diesel and him having beef during fucking Fast and Furious.
But maybe it's just because he doesn't like Vin Diesel.
That could be it too. Vin Diesel could be a jackass. I have no idea.
No.
You remember the SNL where The Rock was Superman, but
I'm about to say, like, he could pull it off. It would be awkward and kind of funny, but they could do it. Why not?
I mean, it's technically a race swap that nobody would complain about.
That's true. And then Chuck Henry Cavill to James Bond. There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy.
If they came out and said The Rock will be Batman or Superman, nobody's going to be like, "Wait, what? They're changing. He's not white." It'd be like, "Oh, they got The Rock for that. I'll check it out and see what happens."
Yeah, exactly. You would definitely, especially if it's Batman. I think you'd definitely check it out.
Now, guys, we're nearing the end of our episode, but we have a few more things from our audience, including one of the best fuck, marry, kills we've had tonight from a friend, Xavier to God. Fuck, marry, kill: Jaws, Jurassic Park, or Alien?
I'm sorry, but I'm killing them all. Fuck it. I'm not sticking my dick in any of those things.
I'm going to look at it this way. It means watch it once, own it, and never watch the movie. So I'm going to say Alien for fuck, marry in Jurassic Park, and I'm going to kill Jaws. And I like Jaws.
Oof. This is hard.
Why no love for Jaws, Kendo?
It's not that I don't love Jaws. It's just that I like Alien better, and I've always loved Jurassic Park. Ever since I was a kid, saw it at the drive-in. I also really liked dinosaurs when I was smaller too. So it's like
fair enough.
There's that whole, tugs at the heartstrings just a bit more than the other two.
All right.
Plus, it's got Jeff Goldblum.
That's a good deciding factor. So I'm gonna. This is hard. I'm gonna kill Jaws. That's easy.
Oh goddamn!
It's weird. These are 3 movies. I own all of them on 4K. Which usually, what I mean by saying that is like I have to like a movie a lot to want to own the 4K version, because I own them on other formats. So it's like I need to watch this movie for the first time ever. I'm going to get it on this new standardized format. No, I'm going to get the best. Jaws is getting killed. I think I'm going to fuck Alien and marry Jurassic Park. I am late to the Jurassic Park game, but I'm also later to the Alien game. Alien is more me of a movie, but Jurassic Park is more fun of a movie. So I think I would rather marry something that's more fun than something that's more like me. Xavier to God, thank you very much, though. He says, or thank you again. He says, can you think/know of a better solo Marvel superhero movie than Spider-Man 2? Personally, no. That's the top for me. That's my favorite superhero and my favorite superhero movie. I'm lucky. I've had my favorite. I think that's why I'm chill about Spider-Man overall, because like my favorite version exists. It's well received. People love it, and it's always out there. So I'm kind of like satisfied. I mean, that's why Spider-Man 3 doesn't bother me as much either, because it's like it sucks, but I still got Spider-Man 2, and I'll just live in that one. So I'm gonna go no. There isn't a better solo super Marvel movie, but Captain America: Winter Soldier is a close second.
Yeah, I mean, when you take the whole body of work, and then you got Captain Marvel. I mean, we don't even have to talk about that. No, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is up. It's the best of the original 3 Spider-Man movies. I still tend to gravitate towards the first one, but I understand and get every argument for why the second one's better.
You know, Kendo, we should do a debate where I'll pick part 2, you pick part 1, but we'll pick like debatable parameters, not like I can pull from comic book shit for hours to be boring, but like, the same quantifiable metrics. I think that would be a fun one, because there was a small window where I was like, do I like part 1 more than I like part 2? There's something about part 1 that's got like I don't want to say an edge to it, but there's something different about it that they lost in the second and third one. Also, Xavier God, thank you very much, says, I know a lot of people say Toby was only good as Peter Parker, but isn't the Peter Parker life and more important than Spider-Man life? Yes. Yeah, I would say that, because Peter Parker is the true character and Spider-Man's the mask. It's the inverse of the whole Batman comic.
Yeah. Well, it also goes back to what we always talk about how, especially now with the whole Peter Parker in high school thing, it's like, he was only in high school for a very, very small portion of the original comic run of Volume 1. And the stories about him in high school were never fucking interesting. It wasn't until he became an adult and was trying to, juggle all the adult problems that you have along with being Spider-Man that made him a fucking interesting character.
I find it more interesting. Like, for example, when he was in high school, some of the Ditko stuff was like, oh no, Aunt May needs this medicine, so he has to go get this isotope from this Dr. Kurt Connors and swing across the city. Like, I like when it's like Spider-Man can't afford rent, and he's got girl problems, and he's got other things. And those come when he's a little older.
And his dick doesn't work, and it's fucking weird. He doesn't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah. Having to fucking fight this guy. The wife's bitching at me. I ain't bringing enough money home. That's real life.
You don't have enough money to buy your kid a G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip?
Correct. The real fucking problems in him trying to juggle the fact that he is Spider-Man and nobody knows it. That's far more interesting.
Maybe if Spider-Man knew how to invest in frozen concentrated orange juice, he'd be richer and happier.
It's true. Yeah. If he would have got that crop report, it'd been a whole different ballgame for him.
If he would have taken Mary Jane to La Boheme, which is an opera, she would have been a happier woman. But
he didn't. They could have done all that, and I mean, he could have been on the train on New Year's, and he could have stopped Beaks, but he didn't.
He could have been the train Mary Jane rode on New Year's, but no.
Fucking Jim Belushi.
That's what everyone says. Why not Jim? We lost John. We lost.
You're a nice guy and everything, but your brother was better. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, it's accurate to a fault. Doesn't matter if it hurts. Guys, yeah, it's true. Better. I agree. So, guys, we have reached the end of a very fun episode of WCBS. I'd like to thank everyone who's joined us tonight. Is there anything you would like to say, Nick, before we put this baby to bed?
No, man, I'm good.
Kendo?
No, we're good.
Jesse, anything you want to say before we go?
No.
That's a big negatory from Jesse Milestone, Mindless Entertainment on the floor. So, folks, make sure you check out our videos. Make sure you guys are checking us out on Twitter, on Instagram. If you're a big fan of the channel and you want bonus content, the best way right now is Patreon. I'm going to do the YouTube membership program. I just got to make the fucking trailer. Once I make the trailer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our old content on here so you guys can get it in one nice hub. And then we're going to be expanding to other platforms starting in May of this year as well. So be on the lookout for more world-class bullshitters content on more monetized platforms across the internet. In the meantime, folks, go to shopwcbs.com, grab yourselves a shirt, grab yourselves a glass, a mug. You can drink coffee and listen to the show. You can drink beer or anything else in your tumbler and listen to the show as well. Wear the t-shirt, get the hat, call it athletics. Also, if you're of the literature mind, check out Stealing Solo and Wokebusters. Links are in the description below. Wokebusters is our next comic book. It is a Ghostbusters themed parody, it reads like a 1980s comic book where we take on all sorts of wokeness, aka the media is really the enemy of Wokebusters. So check it out. It's fun. It's exciting. It's got a giant blue monster that wrecks the city of Portland. It's got action, comedy, boobs, all of that stuff. Everything a grown boy needs for the best comic, the funniest comic of 2022. So, folks, be on the lookout for that. We're going to have all the updates and more coming very soon over there. So, in the meantime, thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com